Smoke say it's sweeter than a mouth ever could. Girl to the light, didn't lean where you stood. Bass go slow, in a booth glow red. Haze right love, where the words don't tread. Talk to me soft, through the ash and blue. If the room got a heart, it be like you. Yeah. Smoke on arrival, it slid through the low gold lamp and lay on the velvet like silk with a pulse. And I sank in a corner like somebody pulled me there. Easy, I'm in that slow cruise mood, that cool loose groove, that half-lit drift with the ice in the glass. Keep time in the room, keep folding around me in waves. Yeah, leather on my shoulders, cedar on my wrist, deep drum in my chest. In the air, got that sweet burn trace of skin, spice, and something I almost remember. She crossed by the table, not rushing, just floating in every small motion through shadows and threes on the wall, and put heat in the lacquer and blur on the bottle labels. I watch from the booth while the whole lounge breathe like a sleeping animal. Plush and expensive, all ruby dimmest and soft little flashes off rings and smoking low fixtures. No boulevard outside, no ocean, no sunrise, just booth bar, bodies based in a long warm weather a room can invent when the night too rich to let go of itself. I let the rhythm roll under my tongue before I spoke, let the haze move first, because sometimes desire sound better when it travels slow and never fully land in plain language. She sat with that look that can empty a sentence. One knee turned my way, one hand on the glass, and the smoke between us started braiding the code I felt before I solved it. So I leaned in smooth, not hungry, just tuned to the shimmer, to the perfume, to the spark and the pause, to the elegant ache of wanting more while acting like less is enough. And all that long and wore velvet tonight, no sharp edges on it, just lush little wounds dressed up in dim red light, while the sub kept brushing the underside of my ribs. Smoke say it's sweeter than a mouth ever could. Curl to the light, then it lean where you stood. Bass go slow and the booth glow red. Haze right love, where the words don't tread. Talk to me soft through the ash and blue. If the room got a heart, it'll be like you. Yeah. Now the hour got thicker, more syrup than clockwork, and I'm still in that booth with a nearness, turning the air into velvet static, rich enough to wear and impossible to keep. She laughed low once and it stayed in the fabric, stayed in my bloodstream, stayed in the amber light, hovering over the table like something poured straight from a dream. I traced the rim of my drink while the kick kept knocking in threes, steady and lush, and the gaze kept drifting away, then back. That slow little mercy that make a man patient. No promises in it, no future in focus, just that decadent now, that after hours glow where a glance got weight in the smallest contact and travel for miles through the body. Her perfume open, warmer the closer she leaned, in the room lost its corners, just booth edge, post line, ring flash, smoke thread in a red hush laid over everybody. I swear the haze had manners tonight, the way it moved around her cheek, the way it rested above us like it knew this was not for noise, not for spectacle, only for soft confession. So I let silence flex a little, let the bass finish thoughts, let my shoulder brush hers once and leave that one clean spark hanging, because some languages only work when they almost disappear. Yeah, that's when longing turned gorgeous on me, all dressed up in patience, all dipped in glow, all softened by the fact that nothing here needed saving, only savoring, only carrying deeper. And if she left in a minute, the booth would still hold her outline and feeling, still hold the pressure of almost, still keep that sweet expensive vacancy humming under the music. I could live in that drift for hours, in that lazy luxurious ache, with the smoke doing translation and the night pouring black satin over every unfinished thing. Smoke say it's sweeter than a mouth ever could. Curl to the light, let it lean where you stood. Bass go slow and the booth glow red. Haze right love, where the words don't tread. Talk to me soft through the ash and blue. If the room got a heart, it beat like you. Then the lamps fell smaller, faces went dimmer, and the booth turned almost shapeless under the last low roll of the drums. She slipped in the shadow without breaking the mood, just to soften the parts of just warmth, leaving velvet by degrees. I stayed with the smoke till it thinned in the dark, till the red on the table died down to a faint cold glow. No crash, no speech, no sudden cold ending, just bass gone distant, sync gone quiet, and a whole lounge sinking black. scent stay first. Still warm in the sheets like the night forgot to close. Saw soft musk and a ribbon of smoke still moving through the glass-lit rooms. Morning touched the mansion pale, but all I felt was blue glow in her trace. I woke in a blur where the sea looked silver through the clear tall walls, and the whole house felt half dissolved. Like somebody left a dream running low in every corner. Yeah. The couches still held a little heat. The marble still wore dim reflections, and the bass from last night felt ghosted in my chest, slow and velvet, like it never really stopped. I walked barefoot through that hush, and memory kept opening in pieces. Her laugh by the stair, her hand on my neck, smoke folding over the room while moonlight slid clean across the floor. Everything rich got quieter by daylight. The sculpted rooms, the polystone, the deep blue pool outside. But inside my head, the hours still moved syrup, slow and lit from underneath. I remember how the mansion turned liquid after midnight. All glass, tie light, skin glow and drifting sound. Every surface blurring into another until the whole scene felt poured instead of built. Her perfume moved before she did, I swear. Sweet and dark with ocean air in it. And when she crossed the room, the haze made her softer like desire wanted edges, gone in silence to do the talking. I was calm in that way a man gets calm when the night looked too fine to interrupt. Chain cool on my chest, ash falling east, eyes half open, letting warning peace sit side by side. Now morning got me replaying it in fragments, not sharp enough to hurt, just tender in the ribs, just that dreamy kind of ache that shine a little while it lingers. Moon slide, slow lane in my mind, your trace ride shotgun with the tide, glass wall soft on low flame, still coast roll back every time I sit still. Moon slide, I don't fight. You said keep the dark on me all night. It's strange how a sweet night leaves a soft wreck. Not broken furniture, allow regret. Just a beautiful vacancy dressed in pale linen and sea breath. Just rooms too elegant to admit what they remember. I stood by the long hallway and watched the horizon fade from ink to pearl, while the smoke from the tray made slow gray calligraphy that vanished before I could name what it meant. Somewhere outside the waves kept brushing the shore with that patient little rhythm, and inside I could still see her shape in the after hours glow. Not clear, more like warmth left floating where she had been. I thought about how she leaned on the glass and made the moon look closer, how the room bent around her, how my voice stayed low without trying, how the night pulled all my edges loose, no rushing it, no hard ending, just one luxurious drift folding into another, one kiss becoming blue silence, one slow song becoming a body memory, one look becoming the whole damn morning. The mansion held it all with style, every lamp dimmed down to amber sleep, every reflection softened by haze, every open space carrying that rich, lonely beauty only late pleasure knows how to leave behind. And me, I wore it easy, that melancholy glow, that calm little emptiness after bliss, that feeling of being full of somebody and far from them at the same time, yeah. So I let the thought roll through me like a coupe down the coast, and no traffic, smooth and low, nothing forced, just memory gliding its chrome over the inside of my mind till the ache looked expensive. Even the daylight couldn't strip it down, couldn't make it ordinary, because her scent stayed moving through the rooms like the last private line of a song too slow to end. Moon slide, slow lane in my mind, your trace ride shotgun with the tide, glass wall soft on low flame, still coast roll back every time I sit still. Moon slide, I don't fight. You said keep the dark on me all night. By noon the smoke will be thinner, the cushion set straight, the pool cut bright, in the mansion aware that clean, expensive maintenance like nothing holy happened here. But right now her fragrance still travels the stairwell, still rests in the fabric, still turns the warm air tender when I pass through it with my hands low and my thoughts drifting. The sea keeps breathing outside the glass, and every breath of it seems to lift her back for a second. Not her face, not her voice, just the aura of the night she left folded around mine. I leave the room, then come back to it, just to feel that trace again. That salt dark sweetness,
that vanished nearness living on without permission in the daylight hush. And that is how it ends. Not with a door, not with a speech, but with her scent, staying longer than sleep, longer than smoke, longer than the moon that brought us there.
We flow where the tide goes slow. Smoke in the moonlight, let it unroll. Low bass under us, we on the stones. Warm night holding what nobody owns. We flow, we flow. Don't speak too soon. Still lit by the dark. Still awake with the moon.
Smoke got there first, curling over the terrace in lazy blue ribbons, while the pool kept folding the stars and the broken silver, and the whole villa breathed like it knew what just happened. I'm leaning in the afterglow with the perfume still resting on my collar and my pulse moving easy. That silk deep rhythm still tapping my ribs like fingers on a speaker cone. Ocean air keeps sliding through the columns, warm as a secret, and the marble under my bare feet holds a little heat like the night ain't ready to release us back to ourselves. I can still taste the hush that followed the fire. Still feel a trace in the cushions, in the softened fabric, and a long slow ache that pleasure leaves behind when the body calms down but the mind keeps drifting. Everything expensive got quiet in a beautiful way. The art on the wall, the bottles by the sink, the blue glow sleeping on the water. All of it watching me carry that bliss like a burn I don't regret. I remember her laugh falling low and dissolving into the room. Remember my hand on her waist, the salt on her skin, the dim gold lamp making every movement look poured instead of made. Now the beat from somewhere inside the house comes through the floor in a slow, thick wave, not loud, just enough to keep the scene alive, enough to turn this loneliness velvet instead of sharp. And that's how the night get me, wrapped in smoke and ocean breath, rich with the feeling of almost stillness, full of what already happened and empty in a place where I wish it had lasted longer. So I stay with it, eyes half closed, letting memory move over me in soft focus, letting the seat keep time, letting the haze draw a halo over every detail I know will fade by daylight.
We flow where the tide goes slow. Smoke in the moonlight, let it unroll. Low bass under us, see on the stones. Warm night holding what nobody owns. We flow, we flow. Don't speak too soon. Still lit by the dark. Still awake with the moon.
in the morning got its own religion out here. All water and vapor and skin warm wind, all that quiet luxury that makes a man feel blessed and strangely hollow at the very same time. I walk past the edge of the pool and catch a ghost in the reflections. Not a face, just a memory of motion. The way the night curved around, or the way desire can leave a room glowing after it leaves it empty. Far off, the coast road hums like another life I could step into. But I'm planted here with the palms barely shifting and the ash falling clean from my hand like gray snow into a blue lit world. The villa sits white and still behind me, all soft angles and laid out with elegance, while inside the sheets stay tangled with the story in the air still wears that sweet expensive trace she left in it. I should sleep maybe, but the feeling too smooth to interrupt, too rare to rush. And the bass keeps rolling under everything like a black satin current, carrying me from one recollection to the next. I think about how bliss never stays silent, how it shines hardest right before it thins out, how the sweetest nights leave the longest silence, and somehow that silence got its own kind of beauty too. So I inhale slow, exhale slower, let the smoke build a faded crown above me, let the sea spray touch my arms, let the moon put pale lights on the tiles and make the whole scene look half remembered already. This ain't hard rap, nah, it's softer than that, more like a vacancy dressed in linen and moon wash, more like the body smiling while the soul stares out at the horizon, wondering what to do with all this calm. And I wear it well, keep my posture loose, keep my chain cool on my chest, keep the mood unbroken, because some nights ain't meant to be solved. Just ridden out slow until the sky starts changing color.
We flow where the tide goes slow, smoke in the moonlight, let it unroll. Low bass under us, see on the stones. Warm night holding what nobody owns. We flow, we flow. Don't speak too soon. Still lit by the dark, still awake with the moon.
By morning the room will be plain again. The bass gone, the cushions settled, the smoke then down to almost nothing. The sea will sound wider, colder, and every soft mark of the night will turn quiet beneath that pale first light. I'll stand there with the villa hushed around me and feel how even bliss can leave a clean white silence after it passes. No grand goodbye, no sudden break, just salt in the air, a faint scent on my sleeve, and the day arriving too gently to fight.
Oh yeah. What?
Round and round, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room go dim. I wake up lost where the night had been. Round and round, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room go dim. I wake up lost where the night had been.
Already in the booth, already in the amber. Already got bass in the ribs, vinyl dust in a red lamp. My jacket full of sweet smoke, my head full of after hours glitter. Morning came, but the room stayed. Gold on the bottleneck, blue in the mirror trim, soft ash in a tray, her laugh, or maybe the record pop. Hard to tell now, everything looped in that cellar. Tight stairs, low ceiling, old soul on the turntable, chrome on the stool legs. My pulse moving with the kick, bliss was there, real bliss. In the way the air felt rich, in the way the booth held heat, in the way her perfume stayed over the leather like a promise too expensive to keep. Then the emptiness came, dressed nice too, quiet, clean, sitting right beside it like they pulled up together. I keep replaying the same few flickers, a wrist near the glass, smoke ring drifting by a shoulder, purple from the jukebox edge, my hand still, my chest not still, my whole cool gone slow.
Round around, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room go dim. I wake up lost where the night had been. Down the hill, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room go dim. I wake up
up lost where the night had been.
Fragments now, half light, half memory, whole ache. I remember the bar top shining like black water, the record stacked like little confessions, the bartender wiping nothing, just letting the hours stretch. I remember wanting less noise, more closeness, more bass, more that haze that made the distance look soft enough to touch. And the room knew, the room kept feeding it. Warm lamp, deep low end, sweet burn in the lungs, that elegant drift where one glance can take all night to land. I keep hearing the room in pieces. Needle drop, ice touch glass, heel on tile, sub under the floorboards. My thoughts too slow to hide, nothing dramatic, that's the beauty. No crash, no scene, just a luxury kind of loneliness. Wearing smoke like silk and making the whole bar feel like a dream too good to stay awake through. I had the bliss, I had the aftertaste, I had the boost still holding shape after shape left. That's why I'm still there, even now. Sun up, mouth dry, heart back in that basement. Round and round, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room, room go dim. I wake up lost where the night had been. Round and round, I fall back in. Smoke ring, halo, velvet skin. Needle spin slow, room, room go dim. I wake up lost where the night had been. Now the morning is plain. No red lamp, no gold trim, no smoke circles left to hide in. Just quiet, it's light, it's my coffee going cold, while the record in my head keeps turning without sound.
Sub in my spine, rain on the lane. Skin catch the low when it rolls again. Chrome drip slow, palm light sway. My body ride bass while the boulevard play. Tire hum first, then the soft trunk thunder. Then the wipers resting while the whole Black Avenue still wore the rain like jewelry. Then the cabin breathing that sweet burnt cloud back over the suede, over the dash glow, over the thought I couldn't keep in one shape. I'm somewhere between pleasure and vacancy, somewhere between the perfume on the seat and the wet red signs dragging themselves across the hood. Somewhere so deep in the haze that every storefront looks liquid, every signal looks tender, every passing palm looks like it knows my name and won't say it out loud. That's the bliss of it. Low and expensive, the kind that lays gold on a post unless the world moves slow enough to touch. That's the emptiness too, polished and patient, sitting right beside the glow like it paid for the same ride. I keep floating with fragments, blue in the mirror, silver on the wheel lip, a thigh-shaped warmth left in the leather. Smoke writing over it all in soft gray cursive, and the bass under me translating every little ache into something smoother than truth. No hard edges in this hour, just wet chrome, dark glass, and my whole frame answering the music like the music had fingers. Sub in my spine, rain on the lane. Skin catch the low when it rolls again. Chrome drip slow, palm light sway. My body ride bass while the boulevard plays. Yeah. Now the boulevard stretches out like a dream. They got money in it, all low beams and washed neon. All after hours, color broken across puddles and stitched back together by emotion. And I'm still inside that stream where one thought melts into the next, where craving doesn't rush, it reclines, where loneliness smells like smoke and warm vinyl and the last trace of somebody beautiful. I let the coupe lean, I let the city blur, I let the night put velvet on everything it touches. That's when the body starts talking louder than the mouth ever could. Ribs taking a kick, shoulders sinking deeper, breath syncing up with the sub, the whole chest turning into a room with the lights kept low. Rain left a shine on the boulevard and the shine left a spell on me. Because every black look more intimate than the last, more hypnotic, but more made for this slow black glide and this private little hunger. I kept dressed and calm. And even when nothing happens, the whole night still feels physical. Like the bass is leaning close, like the smoke is listening, like the road itself is pressing back. Sub in my spine, rain on the lane, skin catch the low when it rolls again. Chrome drink slow, palm light sway, my body ride bass while the boulevard plays. Then the blocks thin out, the wet lights get farther apart, palms go darker, but the smoke stays near the roofline. Keeps curling little thoughts above the rear view. Keep saying the ride ain't over, long after the street goes quiet.
First came the perfume and the recycled air. Warm over leather, soft over chrome trim. And the smoke folding blue in the dash glow. And the boulevard opening slow under the palms.
Flow low, flow slow. Palms in the haze and the bass down low. Flow low, flow slow. I drift where the late night cravings go.
I'm riding that long black ribbon where the median shine after midnight. Palms standing tall like they know every secret that ever slid through the city. And the whole coupe feels dipped in honey dark calm. All suede, all engine hush. All low in pressure working under the ribs. No crowd in their heads at night, just one knee. Just one warm ache wearing a polished face. I let the lane lines blur and the storefront colors melt. Let the smoke lean back with me. Let the ties write that soft little hymn on wet pavement. Everything out there looks expensive when the hour gets this deep. The red signs, the closed gates, the silver railings, the dark windows holding faint reflections. And I move through it all with that quiet kind of hunger that doesn't chase, doesn't beg, just sits in the chest and makes every passing block feel more intimate than it should. I know the shape of this feeling. After hours craving with good manners. That velvet kind of heat that never raises its voice, that stays laid back and still somehow owns the whole ride.
Flow low, flow slow. Arms in the haze and the bass down low. Flow low, flow slow. I drift where the late night cravings go.
Now the boulevard grows softer and stranger. The palm shadows crossing the hood like a film strip left running. The moonlight breaking in little cuts over the windshield. The smoke lifting and settling like it's got memory of its own. I let my thoughts slide in long loops. Not talking long loop them, just feeling the cabin turn richer with every mile. Feeling the bass turn the seat into a pulse. Feeling the night air slipping through the crack in the glass and cool the skin without cooling the one. Somewhere between one red light and the next, Between one glint on the ring finger and the next, between the blue dashboard wash and the black water smell from the coast, the whole city turns to a private current. That's where I stay. That's where the temptation lives. Not in the face, not in the promise, but in the slow motion of everything luxurious and slightly dangerous. In the way the palms keep bending over the road, in the way the haze makes distance look touchable, in the way a man can feel completely alone and still too close to something beautiful to breathe normal. I ride smoother when the warning gets heavier. I look cooler when the midnight gets warmer. That's the code. That's the drift.
Flow low, flow slow. Palms in the haze and the bass down low. Flow low, flow slow. I drift where the late night cravings go. The signals thin out, storefront glow falls behind. The boulevard opens wider.
The terrace light already slipping over my thigh. Sea already breathing against the stone. Smoke already turning silver in the room behind me. And 2 a.m. already got me moving like I never left this scene. I'm standing in a villa glow, with one heel half turned to your ocean and one hand on the rail like I know how this movie bends. Blue from the pool catching my wrist, amber from the lamp catching my cheek. Everything glossy enough to make old feelings look rich again. That's the danger of this hour. It polishes memory, gives it warm skin, lets the past wear perfume and walk back in. And I let it, slow as a smile, slow as a drag, slow as the tide pushing dark glass inward at the edge of the villa skin. Female point of view, but the room holds a low masculine pulse on the floor. Deep bass working under marble and wood. Smoke makes the white walls soft and makes the sea outside silkier. Makes nostalgia look better than it probably should. I remember a hand at my waist from another night in the same salt air. Or maybe I invented better every time I replay the frame. Either way, the villa keeps me company. All open doors and blue hush. All luxury and loneliness dressed in the same name. I wear the heat quietly, I wear the ache expensive. I let the night keep circling the same sweet brews. And the whole place feels half real, half remember. Like a dream that learned how to glow in cobalt and cruise. Loop me in the blue again. Salt on my skin, spin again. Same slow shine, same 2 a.m. Dream don't end, begin again. I drift past the long white sofa and the open glass panels, letting ocean air and smoke braid together over my shoulder. Everything causey a little smooth in my head, glossy and late, like the scene keeps narrating itself softer, slower, colder, bolder. I watch my outline pass across the dark window and blur with the shoreline lights far off beyond the waterline haze. That's when the nostalgia lands hardest, not as pain, as texture. As a little gold egg living under the glaze. I know this villa by feel now, the cool stone underfoot, the lamp hum, the blue pulse coming off the water below. The way 2 a.m. turns every private corner cinematic, every inhale luxurious, every memory tender and slow. I move like the night expects me, like I've done this before. Like the smoke knows exactly where my body gonna lean. And every time I close my eyes, the same old warmth comes back in fragments. Shoulder, breath, ocean, a half-lit scene. No loud heartbreak here, just that rich kind of missing. The kind that sits pretty and never wrinkles the dress. The kind that lets me look composed while the deep end under the song keeps pressing at my chest. Loop me in the blue again. Salt on my skin, spin again. Same slow shine, same 2 a.m. Dream don't end, begin again. The villa gets quieter, and the obsession gets smoother, like the hour is teaching me how to float inside what I can't keep. Smoke climbs in soft loops by the doorway. Bass folds through the floorboards, the whole mansion feels narcotic and deep. I touch the rail, then let it go. Touch the glass, then let it go. Like my body knows the ritual even when my mind plays dumb. Because this is one of those nights that runs on repetition. Same sea hush, same blue shimmer, same ache that always comes. And I don't fight it. I let the memory wear fresh light. Let the absence wear silk. Let the longing stay clean. Maybe that's the hypnosis in it. How the same old feeling keeps returning in a newer, shinier scene. I'm the woman in the villa with the ocean at her back, in the past moving low like smoke over a hidden flame. I'm the one looking beautiful for nobody and still feeling watched by a memory that never gives its name. So I stay in the loop a little longer. Let the bassline cradle the one. Let the room breathe me in. Till nostalgia stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like a midnight luxury I can wear on my skin. No sunrise yet, just blue light, salt air. Just smoke pouring circles where the old touch used to live. If the dream comes back, I let it come dressed like this. Look me in the blue again. Salt on my skin, spin again. Same slow shine, same 2 a.m. Dreamed on it, again. Then the far skyline beyond the water starts losing its edges. Tower by tower, light by light, turning softer than memory. The villa stays blue for one last minute. Smoke still lifting, bass still low. And the city melts pale behind the sea until it's only a washed out glow. Then even that goes thin, and I'm still here with the dream repeating.
Kicking the floor first. Subbing the couch scene. Hi-hat dust in the blue light. Speaker cones breathing slow through the smoke. Door hush, neon rack glow. Waveform running across the screen like a dark river with diamonds in it. Headphone cable on a leather armrest. Your wrist brushing past it, ring catching studio blue for a second and gone. Mic stand waiting in the corner, pop filter still. Your shoulder rolling loose to the tempo, no words needed, none. Just that chin tilt toward the monitors. That slow bend at the waist when the bass drop lower. That hand sliding over the fader with too much grace to be casual. Palm to Ashgamo, ash curling above the desk. LED dots blinking like private stars. Your knee keeping time against the couch edge. My breath syncing up with it without asking. Slow burn all through the frame, not loud, not reckless. Just body language dressed in midnight polish. Just smoke making silk out the room. Just luxury in the restraint. The studio got that sealed off magic. Thick door, blue lamps, soft reflections on the lacquered speakers. And every little motion in here feel amplified. Fingertips on the headphone cup. Lower back against the console. One look over the shoulder. And back to the beat. Body to the baseline, curve to the drum, blue light on the skin, and the low income. Body to the baseline, slow in it here, beat in the room, and the room in the here. Control room shimmer, glass dark behind the booth. Vape cloud hanging above the keyboard like a thought too expensive to rush. Your silhouette split in the monitor glow, half shadow, half cobalt, all rhythm. The body says enough. Ankle crossing and uncrossing, fingers tapping once on the table edge. Head lowing when the 808 blooms, back arching small when the sun turns warm. That's the intimacy, not in speech, in timing. And a tiny delay before the hand lands on the knob. And the way your collar catches the LED strip. And the quiet confidence of staying close to the speaker wall when the whole room starts vibrating. I stay laid back in it, smooth posture, smoke trailing lazy. Watching the sequence stack up, screen light, gold lighter, blue cheekbone, black leather, moving wrist, the whole story cut together from motion. No chorus from the mouth, just a body taking the lead. Just a bass teaching the blood how to glide. Just a studio breathing around us like it knows this ritual by heart. Body to the baseline, curve to the drum, blue light on the skin, and a low income. Body to the baseline, slowing it hit, beat in the room, and the room in it hit. Later in the session, smoke thicker, lights lower, clock somewhere behind the mix and no one reaching for it. Your palm on the console, mine on the armrest. Same pulse underneath both. The montage keeps cutting deeper. Lips parting on the inhale, shoulders sinking on the snare, thigh turning toward the sub, eyes half lit when the playback loops. That kind of closeness, elegant, patient, all body and bass religion, all private studio decadence with the edges blurred soft. I see obsession move clean in here, not messy, not begging, just a slow magnetic pull between skin and speaker cloth. Between the heat of the room and the cool blue wash on the walls. You lean into the track leans back, and for a minute the whole place feels built around that exchange, around the contact without touching, around the rhythm making everything more intimate than it has a right to be. I keep the demeanor smooth, male low tone ready, calm face on, but the chest know better. Chest know exactly what the bass is doing with your body in that light. No toggle. Just playback. Just smoke halos over the desk. Just shoulders swaying in the blue. Just a beat turning movement into confession. Body to the baseline, body to the curve to the drum, blue light on the skin, and the low income. Body to the baseline, body to the slow in the head, beat in the room, and the room in the head. Session almost gone, screen dimmer, smoke silvering out above the console. Your outline softer in the last blue wash. The fader's still warm, the couch still holding the shape of the hour. And after the lights drop low enough to blur the room, the bass still breathing. The bass still breathing. The bass still breathing. Cabana curtain moving, phone light low by my thigh. Warm fog on the bamboo tie, sound of the night. I'm already in the message, already deep in the ride. Bass from the shore gone faint, but the hush still alive, yeah. Night voicemail, I'm letting it spill in a slow 3-step. Sand on the floorboard, salt in the cloth, and the air stay wet. I got your trace on the linen, your heat on the rat and arm. Whole little hideaway glowing like a low lit charm. Triplet drift, triplet swing, smoking a loose blue ring. See wind touching the flame, then the flame touch everything. I keep it cool in the tone, but the chest don't lie like that. Midnight tenderness, dressed rich, tucked clean in a black on black. Cabana wrapped in a fog, so warm and make the moon look lazy. And I'm talking to the tone because the thought of you got wavy. Not heartbreak, no softer than that. More lux than pain, more like the space where your shoulder was still
still holding shape in the grain. I remember the wet glow on your ankle, the way the dim gold slid, the way the quiet got deep when the whole wide beach got hid. And now the surf keep folding the same soft reel through my head while I leave this low confession where your name don't gotta get said.
Midnight plus, keep the hush on. Fog on the cabana, let the whole mood rush on. Soft little rush, let the dark stay long. Stay in this slow to the dawn, move on. Ooh. Midnight plus, keep the hush on. Fog on the cabana, let the whole mood rush on. Soft little rush, let the dark stay long. Stay in this slow to the dawn, move on.
This that warm weather longing with a smooth little face. This that laid back ache with a soft sweet taste. This that one seat memory on a two-seat bench. This that smoking the drape and the tide under tension. Phone by the knee, thumb on pause, but I don't hit send. I just let the low words loop and the low winds bend. Rolling through the thought of your wrist by the drink. Your hair catching fog while the shoreline blink. Everything plush in the frame, no rush in the frame. Just a beachside booth made of shadow and flame. Just a bamboo roof and a white gauze tie. In the soft dark water doing slow replays. I know how to keep it composed, that's regular. This night the calm got silk and a little extra velvet in it. In a way this place still carries your perfume through the weather. Got me sounding more honest than I ever intended. So I let the triplets rock like the surf on wood. Let the memory glow where your near touch stood. Let the voicemail hold what the room can't now. All this midnight care and the smoke soft foul. Yeah.
Midnight plus, keep the hush on. Fog on the cabana, let the whole mood brush on. Soft little rush, let the dark stay long. Stay in this slow to the dawn, move on. Oh, midnight plus, keep the hush on. Fog on the cabana, let the whole mood brush on. Soft little rush, let the dark stay long. Stay in this slow to the dawn, move on. Oh.
I'm still at the edge where the curtain parts. One shoe in sand, one hand over heart. Watching the warm mist coat the rail and pearl. Thinking how you left this little world. Not gone, more like folded back. Like a silk wrap slip from a sun-warm rack. Like a body-shaped hush in a chair by the post. Like the sweetest kind of thing that can still feel ghost. And I know this message sounds slow, that's on purpose. This a late-hour glide, not a bright room service. I want the softness kept, want the shimmer intact. Want the bass in my voice and the care in the track. So I painted in long lines, plush and low. With the fog, with the wood, with the tide below. With the ember near dead and the ice gone sweet. With the palm leaves tapping that triplet beat. If you ever play this back with the sun still down, you'll hear the whole cabana breathe around each sound. Hear how the wanting ain't loud, just deep, like a rich little promise to seek and keep. No big ending, no hard goodbye. This warm fog leaning on the shoreline sky. This one man low on a voicemail tone. With the beach, this booth in the dark alone. Yeah.
Midnight plus, keep the hush on. Fog on the cabana, let the whole mood rush on. Soft little rush, let the dark stay long. Stay in the slow to the dawn, move on.
Then the fog went thinner, the tide got plain. The chair still warm, but the glow had changed. Phone screen dimmed and the beach felt still. And on it slid in where the dark used to feel. And all that stayed in the cabana air was the hush we made, still hanging there.
Half melted ice in a square glass. Lipstick warmth on the rim. Chrome lighter by the towel full. Blue water trembling under pink fog. One heel print drying on a tile. One silk wrap slipped near the chaise. One ember still red in the tray. And the whole rooftop breathing slow.
I remember the rooftop like it was floating above the city. With the pool carrying neon and broken ribbons and the fog laying soft over everything like a hand that never wanted to leave. And I remember how the night felt expensive without trying. Not because of the bottles or the skyline or the polished rail, but because your skin had that warm midnight glow that made every blue reflection look alive when it touched your sleeve. And I remember the smoke moving between us in patient spirals, not hiding anything, just softening it, making the closeness feel richer, making the silence feel silk line, making the whole after hours hush feel designed for 2 pulse beats and 1 long breath. While the bass came up from the hidden speakers under the deck in slow waves, low enough to settle inside the ribs and stay there. Low enough to turn memory into velvet and tenderness into a luxury that still look dangerous around the edge.
Smoke on your shoulder, skin in the glow. Slow on the rooftop, nowhere to go. Breathing the fog line, warm and close. I still wear that night like scent in my clothes.
Afterglow thinking got me replaying details in high gloss. The pool ladder silver and wet, the faint beat of water at your ankle. The way your hair caught the mist and held it, the way the neon made your collarbone look like it belonged to some dream too elegant to speak too fast. And every time I go back there in my head, the scene opens slower with your hand grazing the rail than the glass, then your own wrist with the smoke touching your throat before it drifted across the water. With the city far below looking decorative while the rooftop kept the real gravity for itself, cause midnight tenderness was a real flex of it. Not loud heat, not dramatic moves, just the quiet way your nearness kept changing the air. Just the soft pressure of being one step away and fully aware of it. Just the kind of intimate that slides in under the chest and leaves the composure polished while the inside goes molten. And I let the memory cruise like that, long and unbroken, letting the low end roll beneath it, letting the neon fog keep blurring the edges, letting the whole rooftop become a private weather system made of skin warm air, wet tile shine, and smoke that knew exactly where to linger.
Smoke on your shoulder, skin in the glow. Slow on the rooftop, nowhere to go. Breathing the fog line, warm and close. I still wear that night like scent in my clothes.
What stays with me now is how calm it all looked from the outside. The lounge chairs in perfect lines, the pool flat as glass between ripples, the bottles catching color, the skyline distant and obedient, while underneath it there was this soft and steady pull, making every second feel heavier and sweeter than it should. And the recollection keeps drifting back to the same images. Your knee bent against the chains, the trace of water sliding down your shin, the ember flashing once when you turned away, the smoke laying itself across your shoulder and making the whole rooftop feel less like architecture and more like mood. I think that is why I lasted, cause nothing tried too hard, because the affection stayed undispelled, because the bass never rushed, because the fog made every light feel touchable, because your skin kept answering the night without saying a word, because the city below never mattered enough to interrupt that private orbit. So now when I think of luxury, I think of that rooftop after the hour had already broken open, when tenderness looked hypnotic and smoke looked faithful, and the blue water kept carrying an outline in pieces I could not hold. Only watch, only remember, only let drift through me again.
No hard goodbye, just the pool light wavering. No hard promise, just the fog line savoring. Deep bass under the tide, slow heat in the air. Then that rooftop, hush saying stay a little longer there. Smoke on your shoulder, skin in the glow. Slow on the rooftop, nowhere to go. Breath in the fog line, warm and close. I still wear that night like scent in my clothes.
When I left, it wasn't the skyline or the glass I carried with me. It was the fragrance still folded in the fog, still caught in the fabric, still resting in the warm air where you had been. So even now the memory trails behind me in delicate traces. Smoke, salt, skin, and that midnight scent that never really left.
shit first. Flow soft under the loafers. Blue on the bottles, gold on the rim of your glass. Last call leaning over the room like a slow light. I slide through the lounge in a low calm drift, letting the smoke move first and my thoughts move after. Everything polished, everything half away. Private room above the city, all blue lamps and gold trim, all velvet hush and low end pressure. All the little risks that rich nights make, I keep it smooth in the shoulders, easy in the jaw. One hand in the drink, one eye on the skyline, glow under the rail. And there you are in a soft gold spill, turning the whole room warmer, turning my laid back cool into something quieter, deeper, less pale. This ain't loud heat, it's expensive heat, tucked under the shirt, pressed neat, breathing slow like it got nowhere else to be. The kind that don't chase, just stays in orbit, lets the haze hold shape, lets the body speak in luxury. Blue on your sleeve, gold at your throat, smoke drawing soft weather over the corner booth. Last call, got everybody fading decorative, but you keep the whole frame sharp, keep the whole laid out with truth. And I move like the room is a coastline, slow cruise energy, letting each second stretch in designer time, knowing some nights get dangerous pretty, knowing some nearness glows brightest before it crossed the line. Gold on the blue, blue on the gold, whole room slow when the nights stay cold. Gold on the blue, stay in my view, last call melt when I drift to you. I lean in with that after hours elegance, no sudden motion, just a low glide through the dim while the skyline flicker under glass. Smoke hanging in layers, warm air on the neck, bass under the flow, turning every near touch into something built to last. There's velvet warmth in the setup, true, but under that warmth got a blade so fine it almost feel like grace. One wrong look too long, one half smile in the blue, and the calm I wear starts slipping off its face. It's the hidden risk, that quiet luxury danger. When the room stays soft, but the post start dressing sharper than before. When the city below look harmless and far, but the real drop sitting right here in the gold by the door. I let the haze keep my secrets, let the low end carry what my mouth don't need to give away. Because the fly's tension ain't noisy, it just lives in posture, in patience, in the way your shadow touch the sweet. And every bottle on the back shelf catching cobalt, every gold edge on the tables catching fire in miniature. Make it feel like the night got curated for obsession, for smooth mistakes, for something expensive and insecure. Gold on the blue, blue on the gold, whole room slow and the night stay cold. Gold on the blue, stay in my view, last call melt when I drift to you. Now the room thinning out, but the mood getting thicker, more private, more cinematic, more dangerous in a quiet tone. Still in that slow cruise focus, floating through the hush like a man who know how to make the smoke feel like home. Blue light brushing the cuffs, gold light warming the cheekbones, skyline turning the jewelry beyond the rail. And I'm watching the whole thing breathe together, the city, the room, the risk, the glow, all moving on one expensive trail. I don't break the spell with big talk, I let the vibe do the lifting, let the bass line run its hands through the frame, let the hidden fire stay tucked where it belong, under the silk of the voice, under the calm of the game. Cause this is that luxury loneliness too, even with you near that rich little ache that come dressed all clean. That sense the hour could bless me or burn me and still leave me looking smooth in a blue sheen. So I stay right there in the pocket, cool on the surface, smoke in the lungs, gold reflections moving over the glass, knowing the best nights don't really end, they just blur in the memory while the low frequencies last. No rush now, just the blue room sway, no loud move, just the ghost still playing, last call gone, but the glow stay true. And the city below keep dissolving in view. Blue on the gold, blue on the gold, whole room slow and the night stay cold. Gold on the blue, stay in my view, last call melt when I drift to you. Blue on the gold, stay in my view.
It's cold now. Gold on the blue. Stay in my view.
Sub in the trunk first. Wind over the cliff second. Headlights laid across dust and brushed like a private stage. Engine ticking low while the dark kept widening.
Park high where the canyon drops out of sight. I let the seat lean back and the night pour thick through the cracked glass. Slow as oil, smooth as a memory that never left right. Smoke in the cabin, smoke in the chest, smoke trailing out into the wind where the beams cut pale roads through the scrub and the stone. And everything I forgot starts looking expensive again. It's how nostalgia move on me, not loud, not clean. Just a velvet little ache dressed in dashboard glow. Another heat dressed in a hush after motion ends. I keep one hand on the wheel like the road still matters. One eye on the headlight, washed over the canyon edge. One thought circling somebody who still lives in a scent, caught deep in the stitching. No dialogue in me, just low running with her, just syrup thoughts folding over each other while the bass keeps breathing under the floor and the whole overlook listens. Wind tugging at the smoke, smoke pulling at the past. My calm sitting cool on the surface while under it everything stays lit, laid back and a little dangerous.
Neon in the haze below. I keep that glow where the old wounds go. Ocean in the dust, slow burning low. I love you best when the night don't show. Neon in the haze below. I keep that glow where the old wounds go. Devotion in the dust, slow burning low. I love you best when the night don't show.
The headlights make the brush look silver, make the rock face shine soft, make the drop beyond the guardrail feel like a black perfect curtain hiding every name I ever held too long. And the wind keep coming through in clean waves, cool in the ash, touching the collar, carrying that old perfume, goes back across the sea till the whole interior turns tender and wrong. This is that rich loneliness. Yeah, the kind of wear a clean jacket and expensive restraint. The kind of never begs, just reclines and lets the low end do the talking. I stare out at the canyon and think in slow loops by the angles. Warm wrist, half-lit glances, all of it washed in the same dim halo from the cluster lights and the city staying far below. No hurry anywhere, just the engine metal cooling down, just the smoke ribboning upward, just the memory leaning closer every time the wind gets quiet enough to hear it breathe. And I let it. Because some nights are built for replay, built for chrome reflections on the hood, built for a man to sit above a slipping valley and wear old desire like jewelry nobody else can see.
Neon in the haze below. I keep that glow where the old wounds go. Devotion in the dust, slow burning low. I love you best where the night don't show. Neon in the haze below. I keep that glow where the old wounds go. Slow burning low. I love you best where the night don't show.
Hours got loose up here, stretched out in the windshield. Blue indicators low on the dash, the canyon swell a wrist down till leaving the base feel holy in the frame. I'm still in my head, still cruising without rolling. Still letting the smoke draw halos through the headlamp beams while the wind combs through the turned out grass and calls everything by the wrong name. Maybe guess the seduction of this height. How the dark cleans up the mess, how the drop looks elegant, how memory gets a better suit the farther it stands from daylight. I sit with the hunger and the nostalgia together. One warm, one aching, both real enough to fog the glass a little, both smooth enough to pass for composure. Or somebody pulled up beside me, but nobody does. Just me, the overlook, the sweep of the lamps, the slope falling out forever, and the city's faint. Electric blush, smokes underneath the haze like a promise I never asked to keep. And the longer I stay, the more it all melts. The canyon, the smoke, the body I miss, the careful little glamour of being alone with something that still knows my pulse by heart.
No voices, just wind on the door, just ash in the trash, just beams in the gore. No rescue, just glow under gloom. Just one slow mind, letting the past fill the room. Neon in the haze below. I keep that glow where the homes go. Devotion in the dust,
engine hush goes thinner. The smoke turns silver. The canyon softens past the lights. The city blurred beneath the fog loosens into colorless sleep. And even the memory stops holding anchors. Just dissolves with the wind. With the beams. With the slow dart.
Snapback. Purple script on the roofline. My coupe nose in by the curb. Gravel under white walls. Your perfume still living in the sea scene. I ease through the memory like the suspension still rocking, like the lot still breathing, like the late shift cook still wiping down the counter behind the glass. Retro down the night, purple tubes buzzing over chrome, fry heat in the wind, sugar on the dash, bass under the floorboard, moving thick and slow as syrup in a crack cup. I got one hand loose on the wheel, one thought circling your silhouette by the vending machine, and the whole scene sliding back into focus softer than it should. That's the intimacy of it, not loud, not reckless, just a little nearness that changed the temperature around the hood. Your jacket caught the neon and turned velvet at the edges. Your wrist caught the light and sent it back at me in a quieter color. I stayed laid back, all smooth jaw, low blink, but the inside kept leaning closer. That's how the low rider move, no rush in the blood, no hard turn in the chest, just a long glide over old one in the warm air. And the lot looked cheap in the daytime probably, but that hour made it royal. Purple on the pavement, smoke in the mirror, your trace everywhere.
Ride that lane slow. Let the night just slide. Purple on the chrome. You low in my mind. Dash close, smoke curl hard on the glide. I keep you rolling with me every mile tonight.
I remember the ice machine humming by the wall, the paper menu sleeping in the window, the radio from inside leaking a little broken soul into the parking lines. I remember your knee by the door, your hand on the roof, your body saying more in one pause than most mouths saying 100 bright lies. Slow burn type, luxury type, the kind of closeness that don't ask permission, just settles in and makes the seat warmer. I let the engine idle and watch the windshield hold the sign backward. Watch smoke right over it like the truth knew how to stay calmer. No thriller edge, no cold movie pose, just a dreamy dark with a pulse in it, just a late night softness with expensive timing. And every second kept stretching like the boulevard outside had vanished, like the whole city had left us this one pocket of violet shining. I could feel the bass line down in my ribs, feel your presence still pressed in the leather after you stepped away. That's the thing about nights like that, they never really end, they just keep cruising in a different way.
Ride that lane slow. Let the night just slide. Purple on the chrome. You low in my mind. Dash close, smoke curl hard on the glide. I keep you rolling with me every mile tonight.
Now I'm out past midnight traffic, but the diner still rides with me tucked in the rear view, tucked in the scent, tucked under the low end and the tire hum. Your memory got posture, all polished and patient, sits beside me quiet, never asked where I'm from. I pass boulevard lights and every one of them turns down to purple for a second. Like the night got loyal to one little scene and won't let it go. I keep
my pace easy. Float over the lanes, let the chrome breathe, let the body stay cool while the hidden parts stay warm below. That's my kind of intimacy, no drama on it. Just a smooth ache wearing cologne, just a rich little silence that knows my speed. And your almost touch still plays in the cabin, still brushes the wheel hand, still turns the whole road into a knee. So I don't fight it, I ride with it. Let the memory lean back and smoke with me. Let the purple sign live in the dash lights. Let the old heat keep its dignity. No hard goodbye, just white walls, soft exhaust, and that violet hum. No clean ending, just me and the glide. But what the night become. Ride that lane slow, ride that lane slow. The night just slide, let the night just slide. Purple on the chrome, purple on the chrome. You low in my mind. Sight now, but the cabin still got your trace in it. The smoke still lifting like it know the whole story. Still curving past the dash, still talking in that same low language. Still saying stay in the glide, still saying your name without words. Up in the floor, surf at the wall, glass giving back that silver. Ice in the tumbler, silk on my thigh. Moon got the whole room shivering. Low light, slow night, smoking a blue curl ribbon. And I'm still here with the sea in my chest and the heat not leaving. I move through the mansion in soft little waves and hush little glides and 3-beat turns with my hand on the glass. Moon on the water, moon on the marble, moon on my shoulder, all of it clean and all of it made to last. I got that warm kind of lonely, the rich kind, the polished kind, the kind that wear perfume and don't ask twice. I got that late night burn in my body, all satin and salt, all dangerous calm, dressed up nice. From the female side of the frame, I'm the silhouette drifting, a pulse in the room, the ache and the shine. Ocean air slipping through crack open panels, smoke making halos, silver lines climbing my spine. No crowd in the scene, just me and the glass and the tide and the low end rolling below. And every reflection looks softer than sharper than softer again, like the mansion itself. Now I lean on the rail, then back from the rail, let the moonlight cut me in pieces and paste me in blue. That's how the heat stay elegant here, never loud, never cheap, just slow and true. I keep my mouth still, let the body do talking. Let the shoulder drop once, let the hips mark time. And the whole beach house float like a song half slept, half lived. All mine.
Float me slow, don't let me land. Moon on my skin and the tide in my hair. Flares all around, night moving low. I look like control, but I'm letting it go.
I step by the long wall, watch the sea multiply, watch my outline break in the midnight pain. 3 little pulses in the chest with the bass, 3 little breaths and I'm gone in the wave again. Heat
in the collarbone, heat in the wrist. Heat with a smoke, keep folding in the air. Lonely but lux, lonely but glowing. Lonely in the kind of room that make absence feel rare. There's a decadent sadness in seeing your own shape doubled in glass with no one beside it to claim. There's a thrill in the quiet, in the rich white stone, in the hush of the surf singing nobody's name. So I let the mansion keep me, let the moon wear me, let the shadows lie soft on the floor. Let the body language prayer keep rolling, keep circling, keep asking for more. Triplet drift, triplet sway, little gold spark in a drink by the chair. Smoke making velvet out the moonbeam edges, making a second skin out the air. And I know how I look from the outside, all poised, all glazed, all smooth in the light. But inside I'm a slow burn anthem, with the windows open wide to the night.
Hold me slow, don't let me land. Moon on my skin and the tide in my hand. Glass all around, night moving low. I look like control, but I'm letting it go.
Now the hour gets deeper, the room gets wider, the sea gets darker, the mood gets sweet. My heel taps once on a stone in rhythm, once more with the bass underneath. I'm the woman in the mansion, with the moon in the gaze and the ache in the throat kept cool. I'm the one turning loneliness liquid, making it sway like a private jewel. No words needed, no dialogue scene, just a body in sequence, just the shoulders in code, just a hair catching salt from the ocean wind, just a pulse saying stay in the mode. Glass wall glitter, smoke ring shimmer, black water breathing beyond the estate. And I keep floating through the reflections, like a thought too dressed up to hate. This is heat with manners, this is longing with money, this is tenderness dipped in chrome dark night. This is the soft kind of hunger that sits up straight and still knows how to bite. So I arch to the rhythm, then settle and still let the low end trace what my mouth won't say. And the moon keep brushing my outline thinner, then brighter, then softer away.
No loud flame, just a slow blue pressure. No fast move, just a rich white silence. Sea keep calling, bass keep dancing, and I keep floating where the glass turn weightless. Float me slow, don't let me land. Moon on my skin and the tide in my hand. Glass all around, night moving low. I look like control, but I'm letting it go.
Morning touched the glass before it touched me. First pale stripe on the wall, then on the marble, then on my wrist. The smoke went thin, the moon went weak, the sea stayed breathing with no glamour in it. No anthem left in the room, just quiet. No posture left to hold, just stillness. And the beach mansion kept my shape for a second in the fading pain. Then even that went silent.
Bass through the blue first.
Glass giving a soft click in the dark. Speaker cloth humming under the low red lamp. Smoke already climbing before I say what this is. I'm in it right now. Velvet at my back. Your perfume braided through the burn in the air. And that slow little ache in me sitting up straight like it's been invited. Whole lounge moving syrup, not fast, not clean. Just soft bodies and shadow and gold drink halos by the table edge. I keep my voice low because the hour feels expensive, cause some truth sound better wrapped in smoke. Cause I've been calm all night and it's starting to feel dishonest. You don't need force, that's what keeps undoing me. Just the way you lean in and the whole booth gets smaller. Just the way your eyes stay easy and my chest stops pretending. Listen to blood, emptiness under it. Both of them dressed right, both of them looking good in the dim. I can feel the bass lay a hand on the floor, then on my ribs, and somewhere under my restraint. And I'm still sitting here smooth, still acting like I'm not already yours for this minute.
You don't take, you draw me in, soft touch, rule. Soft light skin, no raised voice. Still I give in, that's your power. All velvet within. All velvet within.
I'm confessing while it's happening, while the ice thins, while the ash glows, while your knee stays near enough to turn the booth into a private country. This not some bright confession, this dark silk truth, the kind of man only says when the room gets kind enough to hold it. I like the danger pretty, I like the pleasure quiet. I like the way you make control feel less like armor and more like an open coat sliding off one shoulder. The smoke keeps shaping your outline, losing it, finding it again. Same way my mind keeps circling back to the curve of your wrist on the glass. Everybody else in here turn background, soft blurred lounge furniture, nothing with gravity. But you got that hush with authority, that calm with teeth hidden, that elegant pressure that never asks twice. And me, I'm too far in the fake distance now, too gone in the low end glow, too honest in the late hour to call this anything but surrender. Dress the style.
You don't take, you draw me in, soft touch, rule. Soft light skin, no raised voice. Still I give in, that's your power. All velvet within. All velvet within.
Yeah. Now the bliss got deeper and the emptiness got cleaner. Like both of them agreed to share my chest till closing time. I'm feeling good, too good, and that's the lonely part. How the sweetest room can still leave space for a man to hear his own pulse talking back. Your hand on the booth seam, my smoke over the table. Deep bass moving like black water under everything. I stay composed because that's my nature. Laid back, slow burning, built for the hush. But right now the hush got your name written all through it. I see it in the red glow on your throat, in the little pause before you smile, and the way the lounge gets softer every time you shift your weight. This is what I mean, soft power, not pushing, not pulling, just being so exact the whole night starts leaning your direction. And I admit it in real time, right here, right now. I want the warmth, the risk, the calm, the whole velvet spell. Even knowing the hour got an emptiness under the silk that morning always finds.
Stay low, stay close. Let the booth keep the secret. Let the room drift on. Let me fall clean into it. While the bass keeps nodding, yes. You don't take, you draw me in, soft touch, rule. Soft light skin, no raised voice. Still I give in, that's your power. All velvet within.
Last pour going warm, lamp sinking dimmer, faces thinning out beyond our corner.
And I'm still hearing what I said hanging in the haze. You go quiet, I go quieter, but the smoke don't stop. It keeps rising off the tray, keeps writing over the table, keeps saying your kind of power in a language only the late hour hears.
Smoke first. Rolled in before the memory did. Purple letters humming on the diner roof. Hood still warm. My whole night already wearing your outline. Flash, you're healed by the soda machine. Flash, chrome on the bumper catching violet. Flash, my hand on the wheel, not leaving, just breathing. Bass low in the dash, slow enough to drag the hour out. Paper cup, cooling in the holder. Fried grease, rain dust, perfume in a thin stripe through the cabin. That's how it comes back. Not clean, in pieces, in syrup, in the kind of heat that don't shout. I remember your shoulder first, then your wrist, then that pause by the driver door. Like you were deciding whether the night got one more move in it. Whole parking lot, glowing cheap and beautiful, and somehow that made it richer. Loneliness in a pressed shirt, desire with good posture. Purple on the hood, smoke in my lungs. Your shadow doing slow damage on the gravel. Hey, said more than your mouth did. Violet hair on my collar. No love, no long kiss. Just smoke talking softer. Hey, so stay for a minute. Stay where the neon lay. I still hear your body speaking through the slow blue gray. Then it cuts back to the payphone post. Back to the jukebox, bleed through the diner glass. Back to me watching the sign flicker like it was tired of blessing bad decisions you near, not touching, which made it worse, which made it luxury. I was all calm face, low post, smooth little fire, while the lot kept stretching shiny around us, empty spaces. Old stains, chrome lines, and one memory being made too slowly to survive right. Fragment, you laugh with no volume. Fragment, your fingers tracing the edge of the roof. Fragment, smoke turning silver at your cheekbone. That's the love language in it. Nothing spoken straight, everything translated by haze, by warm air, by how close you stood when you could have stayed clean across the lane. And I let the bass hold the wanting down, let the low end carry what the mouth wouldn't risk. Like a man who know the nicest, they come dressed after midnight. Is it more than your mouth did? Violet hair on my collar. No love, no kiss. Just smoke talking softer. Hey, so stay for a minute. Stay where the neon lay. I still hear your body speaking through the slow blue gray. Later, earlier, hard to tell. Same lot, same sign, same hunger replayed different. I'm in the flashback so deep it start feeling prison. Diner blind striped with lavender, dashboard glow on my knuckles. Your scent still somewhere in the seat seam, heat and loneliness sitting side by side. Real comfortable, real dangerous. Like they've been riding together for years. I kept seeing the almost. Your hip near the fender, your eyes half turned. The way the smoke curled between us like it had instructions. No thriller chill, no hard, no hard, just plush dark, soft static. The kind of after hours magic that make a half second feel custom made. And every memory keep moving slow,
Like the parking lot got underwater. Like the purple neon turned syrup and poured over everything I should have forgotten. Still I don't, still a sign buzzes in the back of my head. Every time a night gets too quiet to lie to. No vows, just exhaust heat and violet chrome. No promise, just haze translating skin tone. No sunrise yet, just a lot, just a hum, just one old memory. Still coming undone. Hey, said more than your mouth did. Violet air on my collar. No love, no long kiss. Just smoke talking softer. Hey, said stay for a minute. Stay where the neon lay. I still hear your body speaking through the snow blue gray. Engine low, sign still buzzing. You step toward the diner door, then slowed, then turned once. One last look under that purple wash, and a whole lot stayed hot after you were gone.
M. Palm shadow sliding on the hood. Blue needles on the dash, haze on the boulevard. Whole city soft into a glow I could wear. Yeah, I let the coupe move like dark silk through the median lights. Slow enough for the chrome to catch each street lamp and turn it richer than it was. And the boulevard keeps opening under midnight blur. Palms in a long procession, windows black. Storefronts dressed in quiet color and hush. No dialogue in here, just my thoughts glossed over by the low end. Just smoking, patient ribbons, just the engine purring like it knows what I won't name. This is tenderness in luxury form, not bright, not messy. Just a warm little pull under the ribs while the lane lines stretch clean and the skyline softens in flame. One hand easy on the wheel, face calm in the mirror, all smooth behavior while the inside keeps leaning toward one memory. Every stoplight lands across the windshield like a jewel lowered slow, and every breath tastes like smoke, warm air, and old restraint.
Glide with the palms, glide with the blue. Low on the lane where the stoplights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. I keep the night riding all through me. Glide with the palms, glide with the blue. Low on the lane where the stoplights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. I keep the night riding all through me.
The boulevard keeps its manners, long and expensive. All medium palms and sleeping glass, all muted neon bleeding onto the paint and thin beautiful wounds. Reflections roll over the door trim and across my knuckles, and somewhere inside that motion I feel the tender part of the hour rise smoother than perfume. This is not hunger trying to own the room. This is gentler, polished kind of wanting that lets the city breathe first and lets the baseline make the confession. I pass dark storefront chrome and late window glow, and each one looks like a private scene. I was almost in some version of closeness, still folded inside the midnight weather. So I stay in the glide and let the voice in my head run slow and cinematic. Let it describe the dashboard glow like jewelry, and the whole drive like a ritual I know by heart.
Glide with the palms, glide with the blue. Low on the lane where the soft lights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of haze. I keep the night riding all through me. Glide with the palms, glide with the blue. Low on the lane where the soft lights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of haze. I keep the night riding all through me now.
Now I'm deeper in the boulevard, farther from the loud parts where the palms get taller and the city settles into a low electric whisper. The whole ride feels built for thought, for smoke, for the kind of composure a man wears when the sweetest thing in him is also the hardest to resist. Collar open to the vent air, gold on the stem and emblem, dark gloss on the hood, every surface answering back in quiet luxury. But under all that shine, there's still the midnight tenderness, still the wish that something soft could stay, still that almost touching the mind moving beside me. No need to speak it plain, the boulevard says enough, the palms say enough, the long run of blue indicators and red tail lights ahead say what my mouth never
looks gentle and good. No hard truth, just a lane unrolling. No bright scene, just the palm still glowing. No loud heart, just the bass down deep in the haze on the boulevard holding me. No hard truth, just a lane unrolling. No bright scene, just the palm still glowing. No loud heart, just the bass down deep in the haze on the boulevard holding me.
Yeah. The palms stand out. The storefront glow slips off the doors. The city keeps going without me looking back. No wave, no signal, no goodbye. Yeah. Just the coupe easing forward through the last soft haze. And the boulevard letting me leave like I was never supposed to stay.
Already halfway through the bay. Foam sliding off the hood. Blue tubes burning in the mist. Driver door crack. Smoke curling past the mirror. Chrome trembling under rinse light while the night stays slow. Palm on the wheel, wrist loose, elbow low in the window seam, jaw still, chained in, white wall hush on the wet concrete gleam. She by the rail, hip turn, one heel set in the runoff shine. Miss touching the thigh, red on the chrome, blue on the waistline, no voice in the wash, just shoulders, just breathe, cause it's tray bar sweep, just a hood full of halos and the body going slow when the low end gets deep. Head tilt, hair shift, fingers grazing the pay station glass, smoke over the roof line, droplets on the grill, everything built to last, syrup in the motion, no rush in the frame, desiring the details, never loud, still doing damage the same, foam line sliding down the door, knee angle changing once, whole bay, catching that move in the whole chrome world, going lush. Neon in the mist, drift to the slow, chrome hold a glow where the soft lights flow, skin in the haze, low in the vault, ride that devotion till the rinse runs out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tunnel lights boasting, green and violet, gold on the soap slick floor. Her shoulder by the quarter panel, his hand on the dash, wanting more. No talk, just posture, no promise, just trace. Steam on the side, glass warm, fog folding over the face. A little lean in, a little pause. One step closer when the dry arms stop. One thumb on the lighter, one exhale up. One body in the mirror, one body in the drop. Chrome making copies, water making ghosts. Mist on the emblems, smoke on the coat. Deep bass under the seat back, hush in the bay machine hum. And the whole car wash turning holy in the hour it become. She drags one nail through the fog on the window. He settles deeper in the leather and suede. Nothing said, everything there. All of it rich in the after hour shade. Jay. Neon in the mist, drift to the slow. Chrome hold the glow where the soft lights flow. Skinning in the haze, low in the vow. Ride that devotion till the rinse runs out. Hey, rear quarter shining, tail light red and the puddle cut black. Mist on the trunk lip, smoking a ribbon, running back. He steps out once, coat open, shoulder turned to the wash bay blue. She stays by the rail, chin lifted, water pulls on the shoe, body language ritual.
nothing but angles and pace. Hand on the roof, hand off the roof, steam passing over the face. A slow walk by the bumper, a slow turn through the spray. One look through the windshield, glaring the whole night, bending that way. Luxury in the silence, lust in the restraint. Clean car, dirty fog, polish won't with no complaint. The brushes hang sleeping above, the nozzles drip down in time, and the bass keeps rolling through the concrete like a hand along the spine. Mist get thicker, lights get softer, chrome get deeper with every pass. Devotion wear neon tonight, and the whole dream stay held in glass. Late wash, low glow, wet rail, slow smoke. One step, one sway, one drift through the rinse like hands.
And in the mist, drift to the slow. Chrome hold a glow where the soft lights flow. Skin in the haze, low and devout. Ride that devotion till the rinse runs out. Oh.
Bay door lifted, engine turning over. Mist stand back by the rails and the chrome. One last shimmer on the quarter panel, one less curl of smoke by the mirror. And the coupe rolls out slow. Tail lights, rubbing the whole wet dream with it.
By the pool rail, the neon fog opened slow, and her silhouette came out of it in one clean line. All hip curve and wet light, all midnight carved in blue. Silver on her ankle, red on her shoulder. Black water, trembling under her shape. And I stood still while the whole rooftop learned to view. Yeah. I move easy through the glow. First person, low breath, watching the fog lay silk across the tiles while the city drowns far under the edge, and the pool keeps lifting color up her legs and liquid ribbons, making every glance feel richer, making every second lean close to the ledge. This is elegance with appetite under. This is hunger in a pressed black frame. This is warm smoke folding over the night till the whole roof feels dressed. Chrome on the rail, lamp tint on the glass, mist on the shades, and her body turning the atmosphere tender while the bass rolls thick through my chest. I don't rush a thing. I let the scene breathe, let the neon blur her outline and sharpen it back, let the water speak in reflections I can't hold. Because some women don't enter a room, they tune it, they bend the air around the bottleneck, the fog line, the low light, the blue and the gold. I'm all laid back, firing a posture, all smooth jaw and slow pulse, but under that cool is a heat that keeps widening every time she moves. And the rooftop starts feeling less like architecture and more like temptation, more like a private religion where the smoke keeps writing her truth in grooves.
Velvet on the water, velvet on the skin. Neon say come closer, let the night fold in. Velvet little fever, velvet little sin. I stay in your shimmer till the dark get thin. Velvet on the water, velvet on the skin. Neon say come closer, let the night fold in. Velvet little fever, velvet little sin. I stay in your shimmer till the dark get thin.
The silhouette keeps replaying in front of me, not memory, not fantasy. Just this exact hour wearing perfume and fog and soft authority. While the pool light breaks over her collarbone and leaves a glow there that looks expensive enough to turn a calm man into poetry. I watch the warm air hold to her hair, watch the mist leaning around her waist, watch the rooftop keep getting quieter the longer I stay. And all that quiet ain't empty, it's loaded, it's lush. It's the kind that lets hunger wear manners and lets desire move without giving itself away. The bass comes up from somewhere hidden impatient, touching a stone, touching a rail, touching the underside of my thoughts like a hand. And I keep describing it to myself through the details, the wet shine on the wrist, the soft shadow of the knee, the way of stillness already commands. That's the seduction, not chaos, not noise, just velvet pressure and perfect timing. Just neon fog making every edge look slow and divine. Just me in first person admitting the whole rooftop changed when she appeared. And every blue reflection after that started reading like a sign.
Velvet on the water, velvet on the skin. Neon say come closer, let the night fold in. Velvet
dark get thin.
And the hour gets heavier in the best way. The pool almost black at the center of the fog, turning thicker around the chase in the far glass wall. And I'm still standing inside this lush obsession, letting the scene travel through me, letting her outline do all the damage without doing much at all. I've seen luxury before, but not like this. Not with hunger stitched so fine in the elegance. Not with midnight moving it soft over tile and skin. Not with smoke carrying the shape of a woman across blue water so slow it feels like a dream, deciding to begin again from within. I keep my composure expensive, keep the voice in my head smooth, keep the body still enough to make the wanting look tailored and right. Because this kind of beauty deserves patience, deserves description, deserves a low hypnotic flow that rides the deep end of the night. And every shimmer off the pool keeps returning to her. Every rail flash finds her again. Every little fall current curves where her presence has been. Till I can't tell if I'm watching her move through the rooftop or watching the rooftop move through her. Neither way, I'm all the way in.
No loud sparks, just blue mist and red glass. No hard move, just the baseline under us. No bright words, just the rooftop breathing slow. And me letting the whole neon ritual go. Velvet on the water, velvet on the skin. Beyonce, come closer, let the night fold in. Velvet little fever, velvet little sin. I stay in your shimmer till the dark get thin.
Fog kept the shape a second after she turned. The pool kept the color. The rail kept the heat. And under my breath, stay.
.20 a.m. Bluetooth buzzing over the pay station. Mist on the hood, smoke in the cabin, whole wash lane glowing like a memory I shouldn't still trust. I used to walk the tunnel with the wheel loose in my palm, engine low, chest lower, letting the midnight drift sit heavy in the leather and suede. Chrome on the nose, catching white foam light, run off silver on the concrete. Red arrows blinking slow like they know our men come here late. This ain't about getting clean, not really. This about the hush and the bay, the soft mechanical weather. The way the mist makes old thoughts come back, dress expensive. The way one trace in the passenger seat can turn a rinse cycle holy, can turn a basic wash lane into something cinematic, smoky and seductive. I got your outline living faint in the glass. Your perfume goes caught somewhere deep in the fabric, and the smoke I breathe keeps making it feel alive. With a low end from the trunk rolls under the seat like a second motor, smoothing the edges, teaching the whole hour how to glide. Soft scent, warm vents, chrome trim, blue light on my knuckles. Everything slow enough to remember wrong and still love it that way. And I stay in that pace, calm as a man with nowhere to rush. Just the mist, just the tunnel, just the old heat refusing to wash away.
Slide through the rinse, let the whole lane glide. Chrome or the ghost on the passenger side. Mist on the glass, low red in the drive. Midnight keep rolling, I stay inside.
Then the rollers wake up and the spray comes down soft. First on the windshield, then on the roof line, then all over the hood in the bright white hem. And I'm looking through moving water, refraction reflections, thinking how nostalgia always hits richer when the room gets dim. This bay got that late night luxury, knotting diamonds and details in the wet brush tracks, in the light breaking gold on a mirror clean door, and the way the foam slides slow as silk over the chrome, like the past trying one more time to touch what it can't quite hold anymore. I remember your wrist by the vent, your knee by the dash, your breath turning aside, window warm for half a second and gone. The whole car wash keeps replaying that rhythm, rinse and blur like it built a machine out of moving on. No dialogue in me, just drift, just long thoughts sitting cool in the smoke, just an old ache polish, counting nozzles in the low lit steam while the drives wait ahead like a hard bright morning I'm not ready for, and the tunnel keeps rocking me deeper into the dream.
Slide through the rinse, let the whole lane glide. Chrome hold a ghost on the passenger side. Mist on the glass, low red in the drive.
Now I'm halfway through the wash and halfway through the memory. Same as always. Somewhere between the living room or the cabin and the blur beyond the pain. Watching the soap colors thin to clear. Watching my own face come back in pieces. Watching the chrome breath again. That's the thing about these after hours places. They don't judge what lingers. They just hum and spray and let a man sit elegant with his private weather. Let him wear smoke like a tailored coat. Let him keep his cool while the inside keeps circling the same old pleasure. I pass the hanging strips, the final rinse, the hot air miles, and the whole tunnel sounds like a distant crowd cheering for nothing but the shine. And I let the cadence roll lazy. Tired of raw rail, the light the thought. One long smooth line, maybe that's all I wanted. One more slow drive through something that could blur you into beauty and send me out clean on the surface, still haunted beneath. One more night with chrome mist and bass could tell a story gentler than I ever could with my own teeth.
No hard cure in the tunnel light, just soft rinse, soft sting, soft night. Just the bay doors waiting wide, and the old glow riding by my side. Slide through the rinse, let the whole lane glide. Chrome hold a ghost on the passenger side. Mist on the glass, low red in the drive. Midnight keep rolling, I stay inside.
Then the bay door opens and the tunnel drops quiet. Just wet concrete, empty rails, and the last red arrow fading on the wall. The mist thins out behind me, the foam drains off. The room I was in turns vacant all at once. And all that's left in the rear view is a silent wash lane, a clean hood, a little smoke still rising. And the kind of emptiness that only shows up after the machine stopped talking.
C went first. Cool on the jaw. Mist on the glass walls. Moon laid thin on the floor. Salt in the curtains of air. Smoke already drifted. The whole beach mansion breathing like it remembered us before I did. Flash, your ankle in the moon wash. Flash, my hand on the rail. Flash, the water outside going black, silver, then soft again. Everything comes back in pieces. Not clean, not straight, just warm fragments sliding through the chest with the bass. Glass everywhere, holding the sea, holding the night, holding your outline in quiet duplication. I remember the room by sensation first. The cooled stone under the soul. The blue breath of the ocean pushing through the open side. The way your shoulder caught the light and made the whole mansion gentler. Midnight tenderness, that was the real danger. Nothing loud, nothing wild, just a hush getting richer. The smoke getting closer, the body learning the hour by feel, and I stayed in it. Calm face, low pulse, half gone, watching the reflections carry you farther than the room itself could.
Let the haze say, soft on the skin. Moon in the glass, smoke letting in. Let the haze say, slow, no rush. That's how your love stayed when the words weren't enough. And another break in the reel. Your wrist by the bottle, your hair touched once by the ocean air. My breath catching on, nothing I could name. Breathy little memories. Stop, start. The kind that arrived with perfume before they arrived with scents. The mansion looked expensive from the outside, maybe. Inside it felt tender. Felt like the sea had entered the walls and taught everything how to move slower. I remember not touching, or maybe almost. Or maybe the smoke touched first, and that made it harder. That's what stays
Not a speech, not a promise, just the way the haze kept translating the room, kept laying silver over your throat, kept making closeness feel soft enough to trust. All that glass, all that moon, all that after hours quiet, and me inside the flashback like it's happening again. Let the haze set soft on the skin. Moon in the glass, smoke letting me in. Let the haze say, slow, no run. That's how your love stay when the world's running out. Now the memory goes thinner, more beautiful. The sea outside louder, the mansion slower. Your silhouette nearly all light and scent and suggestion. I can still see the fog panel by the open doors. Still see the low lamp gold on the table edge. Still feel that rich little ache of being near something I never fully held. This wasn't heartbreak, too elegant for that. This was a soft burn in a luxury room. A midnight kindness that left a mark without raising its voice. So the fragments keep circling, your knee turning toward the ocean, smoke crossing your collarbone. The reflection of your body arriving a second after the body did. And every time the bass falls low in my chest, the mansion returns. Glass walls, sea dark, moon wide. You almost whole, then gone into the glow. No hard confession, just sea air and smoke. No bright ending, just a room going low. If love had a language there, it wasn't speech. It was haze in the moonlight, and your nearness on repeat. Let the haze set soft on the skin. Moon in the glass, smoke letting me in. Let the haze set slow, no run. That's how your love stay when the world's running out. By the time the memory loosens, the mansion is almost only weather. Just moon on glass, just sea on stone, just the soft dark where you used to stand. Something stayed behind, in the air by the open wall. Soft, smoke, your fragrance. And even now, that's what the room still keeps.
You already in the room when the roll-up door hums, still hanging in the rafters. Already in the chrome, already in the oil slick light. Already making the whole shop soft after midnight. Already leaning by the lift while the low end moves slow through the concrete like it got nowhere else to be. You in that silver spill off the fender curve. You in that hush between the socket trays and the sleeping tool chest. You in the polished quarter panel twice, once in the metal and once in my head. Both versions looking expensive, both of them hard to forget. I let the cadence ride low, wheel touch smooth, chest half lit. Smoke taking its time through the warm machine air. And you keep the whole bay blessed, not loud, not wild, just quiet enough to make bliss feel tailored. And the loneliness sit there, that's the twist in it. You glow so clean, the emptiness around you starts looking rich. Like the hollow part of the hour got dipped in chrome and made into something a laid back man would rather keep than fix. Your wrist near the workbench rag, your outline in the hubcap face, your perfume cutting through the steel and grease. And every little reflection off the grill keeps telling me the same thing in pieces.
Flow with me slow, let the whole shop blow. Chrome on your skin,
by the tire rack, you by the blue well the light. You by the bay where the floor still wet from a rinse that caught the drain too late. You making every shadow smoother, every boat been quieter. Every second in the room drag slower with better taste. I watch you through the mirror shine on the side of the coupe, through the trim, through the little gold flare off the hood latch lip. And the more the shop goes still, the more the low rider rhythm in me wanna drift, not talk, not reach, just sit. Cause this not bright joy, it's that late joy, that after hours kind, that kind with smoking it in a hole at the center, that kind where the body feel warm and the room feel full, but the soul still know morning gon' make it thinner. You turn half once and the whole place tilts. All that chrome keep carrying you further than the walls ever will. And I stay smooth, y'all relax, post down deep. Let the baseline hold what the hands won't keep.
Float with me slow. Let the whole shop blow. Whole shop blow. Chrome on your skin. Face down low. Face down low. Float with me slow. Don't let this go. Don't let this go. Late night shine and nowhere to go.
You got that look that makes the empty feel plush. Makes the lost hour purr like a tuned up engine left warm in the dark. Makes a man wanna keep cruising in place, no exit in mind. Just smoke above the hood and you're safe under the spark. Every wrench hook, every polished rim, every glass bottle on the shelf catching dim shop light. All of it starts revolving around you like the night found its axes and decided to keep it tight. I know this mood, this bliss with a vacancy in it. This soft high luxury calm with a little ache underneath it. And you fit it perfect, second person vision, all focus, all drift. All the chrome saying your name without saying it straight. All the low end turning the hour into gift after gift. So I let the anthem and the hook keep floating. Let the smoke keep folding. Let the garage stay holy in its own blue hush. While your nearness and the emptiness keep wearing the same velvet brush. You in the machine glow. You in the idle hum. You in the black glass on the toolbox. You in the feeling that the night ain't done. No crowd, no daylight, no rescue line. Just you and the chrome and me and the glide of time.
Flow with me slow. Let the whole shop blow. Whole shop blow. Chrome on your skin. Face down low. Face down low. Flow with me slow. Don't let this go. Don't let this go. Late night shine and nowhere to go.
When the bay gets quieter than before, smoke turns thin and it'll lift arms. The reflections hold you a second longer than the room can. Even with all that bliss still hanging on the chrome. Yeah. The dizziness keeps breathing under it. Soft as a sub. Stay.
Water on the hood, rollers asleep. Blue mist breathing under sodium lamps. Whole wash bay coming up to do damage. I slide in slow. White walls whispering over wet concrete, chrome catching broken light like the night got cut in thin silver sheets. Engine low. Smoke loose from the cracked dark window, shoulders easy. But ever in me dressed too fine to ever look cheap. This that graveyard harbor, this that polished danger, this that midnight rinse where every mirror got a softer line. Mist on the fenders, beads on the doors, neon from the vacancy sign bending long in the water by the tire line.
On a pay station glass, let the fog kiss the silk in my thigh, let the tunnel hum crawl up through the floor. Watching his coupe shine darker with heavy slow drip, watching his calm say more than a loudmouth ever could before.
She moved like the Ren cycle slow for us. Like the whole place knew the dim itself. And let the chrome do the talking. And I'm cool in the jaw, lay back in the pose. But every little shift in her stance got the pulse underneath me walking.
Round and round in a soap-like glow. Dream on chrome and the mist moves slow. You in my loop and I can't say no. Watch that night till it hypnotized low.
I catch a stare in the side door shine, not hard, not rushed, just rich with that low impatience. Men wear when they dangerous, nice. And the bass from inside the cabin roll under the foam sprayers, making the air feel thick, making the wet light feel twice as bright. This place all chrome and condensation, all tunnel gloss and midnight steam, all elegance with a blade tucked under the coat. And I let my fingers drag once on the wet rail, just enough to leave a line, just enough to make his whole slow posture float.
She know what she doing to the frame, to the puddles, to the mirror in the hood where her outline come back liquid and long. Know what she doing to the smoke in my lungs, to the suede in the seat, to the deep black hush between the beat and the song. I keep cruising in place, engine aisle in mind, circling same way the brushes spin when the watch wake up for one more pass. Because some obsessions don't crash loud, they just gleam expensive in the mist and keep replaying in the glass. Round and round in the soap-like glow. Dream on chrome and the mist moves slow. You in my loop and I can't say no. Watch that night till it hypnotized low.
Now the bay doors open like a stage cue. Spray lines arching overhead, every droplet turning the body of the car into a midnight jewel. And I'm sitting there smooth, one palm draped on the wheel, one eye on the figure blurred in the vapor, acting like I still got rules.
I step closer to the driver's side, shine. Let the runoff mirror my heel, let the foam light turn my shadow into something clean in me. And the way he stay composed, make it sweeter. All that hunger tailored chat, all that heat pressed flat under the lacquered sheet.
Just that low rider cadence, slow chest, slow blink, slow motor purr, while the mist draw halos round the chrome grill teeth. Just that elegant appetite, body all still up top, while the bass and the one keep working deep.
I watch him like the tunnel, watch the coupe, all blue, rinse, red, exit arrows. Saw steam writing over whatever either of us hide. In a whole car wash, feel like a dream that keep folding back on itself. Same water, same light, same us, caught inside.
No rush to break it, no need to name it. Just a night making luxury out of wet concrete and shadow play. Just chrome smoke, hunger, and that dangerous calm. Saying stay in the cycle, stay in the spray.
Last bay humming, last mist falling. Red arrows blinking like sleepwalking slugs. One more pass through the tunnel of one.
Round and round in the soap-like glow. Dream on chrome and the mist moves slow. You in my loop and I can't say no. Watch that night till it hypnotized low.
Then the dryers breathe warm over the roofline. The exit light goes green. My silhouette slips thin and the mirror shine. My coupe rolls forward. Engine soft, chrome clean. Mist stays hanging where she was. And the motor carries me out slow. Taillights fading through the steam. Still hearing that loop in the idle below.
Saw wind on the glass, moon damp on the railing. See mist kissing the marble before the memory even settles. And the whole beach mansion shining wet like it already knows what I came back for. Flash, your wrist in the moonwash. Flash, smoke bending by the open wall. Flash, my reflection catching yours in the glass and losing it again. That's how it starts. Loose, not a straight reel, more like tide going over the same stone till the shine come through. Longing in the chest, decadence in the room. White floors, black sea, silver panes holding every movement twice. I remember the bass first, deep low, under the furniture, under the calm. Then the warmth of your perfume moving through the salt air like a private current. Smoke loop, light loop, thought loop. Your shoulder in the glass, your shadow on the floor, your outline in the dark water outside. I stay smooth in it, cool posture, slow blink, all that laid back gloss. But the night kept dressing to wanting richer, kept making the distance look expensive, kept making the mansion feel built for one beautiful mistake at a time.
Moonslide, dream tide. You move once, I relive it all night. Glass glow, slow. I stay where your shadow come back in stereo. Moonslide, dream tide. Same soft loop when the sea breathe right. All night. I'm still inside that repeat in the light.
Then another fragment, your knee by the chase, your hand at the stem of the drink. The room going softer around that one small pause. Everything in there had luxury on it. Not loud, money shine, the quieter kind, the kind that sits in the corner of a glass wall and lets the moon do the flexing. I remember the sea outside moving black, blue. I remember the pains turning every motion cinematic. I remember not knowing if I was watching you or the after image of you. Smoke loop, bro flute, bass loop. Same low weather returning under the rip. Same fine 8 wearing the dark shirt and good manners. That was a temptation. Not chaos, not a cheap rush. Just the way the mansion kept reflecting you back to me in nicer versions. Till longing looked polished, till the whole night looked like it had been poured over chrome and silk.
Moonslide, dream tide. You move once, I relive it all night. Glass glow, smoke slow. I stay where your shadow come back in stereo. Moonslide, dream tide. Same soft loop when the sea breathe right. All night. I'm still inside that repeat in the light.
Now the flashback gets sweeter, hazier, more exact where it should be blurred. I see the fog at the edge of the doors, the smear of moon on the tabletop. The way your hair caught ocean air and made the room stop pretending it was just architecture. This was that rich loneliness too, that elegant lack. That thing where even with somebody near the night still leaves a little emptiness to glow. And I wore it well, let the smoke do the circling. Let the low end keep the body still while the mind kept swimming. Fragment after furnace, your ankle turning. The light breaking over the glass, my hand resting nowhere brave enough. No heart nor in it. Just plush, dark, soft glamour. A dream that wouldn't end because the house kept replaying it on every surface. And every surface kept saying, come back. No full memory, just glints. Just sea air. Just smoke teaching the silence how to shimmer. No clean ending, just a mansion breathing low and the loop getting prettier each time it returns.
Dream time. You move once, I relive it all night. Glass glow, smoke slow. I stay where your shadow come back in stereo. Moonslide, dream tide. Same soft loop when the sea breathe right. All night. I'm still inside that repeat in the light.
Then the far skyline beyond the glass starts thinning. Tower lines going pale. City glow washing down to a faint blur over the water. The mansion still silver. The smoke still turning in place. And your trace stand longest where the night forgets to end.
Half a world in the way. half a breath in the grave. Gravel under the white wall, dark open and wide. Smoke lifting first, and the whole night's ride.
Park high with a canyon, keep swallowing light. I let the coupe sit low and the engine hum velvet through the frame. Smoke loop, wind loop, same low thought coming back richer every time. Encircle your shape and your name. No voice in the cabin but the sub and the gravel tick. No witness but the beam cut bright through the dust and the brush. And still the whole overlook, feel dressed up, chrome on the nose. Soft black leather, little gold ash in the tray. All hush, longing got a tux on the night. Decadence got calm in the jaw. I wear both under the same dark shirt. Let the baseline comb through the ribs to the one and turn raw, then smooth again, then raw again. That's how the smoke do it. That's how the mind move when the road behind me gone and the cliffside breeze got your perfume ghost running through it. Headlights pour down the ravine like silk from a bottle. Dashboard glow on the wrist, amber kiss on the lip. One hand light on the wheel, though I'm not going nowhere. One thought heavy in the chest, and it still won't quit. Back to the sub, spine to the sea, body to the base, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speed. Back to the sub, spine to the sea, body to the base, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speed. Same overlook, same drop below. Same rich little lake doing laps in the smoker but a dash. Same body memory leaning and elegant, never loud, just enough to make the whole dark shimmer when the headlamps flash. I keep it fly in the stillness, keep it cool in the pose, but the inside keep tracing old heat in loops like the canyon got an echo when the echo only knows. Show the line, I turn, hair caught once in the wind. That after hours luxury where nothing was promised, and somehow that made the temptation grin. No cheap thrilliness, no cold movie stare, just a soft expensive danger and a man looking good while the lost keep breathing there. The sub keep rolling through the floor pan, the floor pan talking back to the spine. My body in the bass get locked in the language all night. Same black silk pole, same slow design. I don't break it with truth, I let the smoke right first. Let the wind make a halo with the ash and the memory till even the longing look blessed and cursed. Back to the sub, spine to the sea, body to the base, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speak. Back to the sub, spine to the sea, body to the base, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speed. And the mid lights got the rain looking endless, like the earth dropped out and left me alone with taste. Alone with the white wall hush, the hood ornament gleam, the dark leather calm, the late night heat wearing grace. That's the decadence in it. Not loud rooms, not bright chains, just one fine machine, one open cliffside, one body caught in memory in the bass like rain. Smoke loop, same one folding over itself till it gets smoother every lap. Same hunger sitting pretty in the chest, never begging, just reclining in the shadow of the dash. And I know the body remember different than the mouth do. Body remember pressure, temperature, the nearness of skin to the night. Body remember how the low wind hit when the pulse got slower. How the wind touched the window edge and made the whole moment bite. So I stay there, half gone, all luxury in the dark, letting the canyon take the excess noise and leaving the glow, the chrome, the smoke, the spark.
No rescue call, no city sound, just me in the overlook, and the speakers turned down. Just breathe in the smoke, trust in the beat. Just the bass teaching the body how to hold a dream. Back to the sub, spine to the seat, body to the bass, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speak. Back to the sub, spine to the seat, body to the bass, heart to the beat. Wind on the chrome, night underneath. I feel you most when the low end speed. Engine still warm. Smoke in the smoke. Head like stove. On the slow look. I look at the ravine. Then once through the glass. One last look at the dark. With a whole heat pass. And the night keeps wearing your shape. House to your beat.
Record already turning when I drift in. Amber lamp low on the booth wood. Smoke rings already lifting through the cellar blue. And the whole room already wearing me like a tailored blur. Dream state entry, no footsteps, just glide. Down the narrow stairs where the air gets richer and the city loses its voice. Vinyl hiss at the edge of the speakers. Ice gloss in the glass. Soft gold along the bottle's shoulders. And me in the middle of it all, cool as a lacquered stare. Temptation dressed in a clean black line. Confidence in the posture. And a slow reach for the drink. And the way the booth accepts my weight like it been waiting all night. Temptation in the room though. In the shoulder I almost notice. In the sleeve brushing past the turntable light. In the perfume breaking through tobacco sweetness like a private alarm. Smoke rings stack over the lamp. Then break. Then return. Same as the thought. Same as the want. Same as the groove. This bar got that underground luxury. No loud shine, just polished darkness. Just wax spinning slow enough to make a man believe his own myth.
Gold in my glass, black in my soul. Whole room rich, still nobody home. Smoke on the halo, wax on the throne. I wear this lonely like it's custom gold.
Everything melts here. Corner soft, mirrors useless. Time bending under the needle. I watch the bartender fade the scenery. Watch the record bins turn cathedral. Watch the smoke make crowns over strangers I never need to know. And still the hunger stay elegant, never frantic. Just a low animal in a velvet coat. Just a sweet little hazard smiling through the haze. I got that laid back fire. That unbothered shine. That look men use when they already know the room will lean their direction. But the dream fog keep whispering another layer. A warm wrist near the bar. A glance drop careless. The shape of temptation moving slow enough to feel expensive. No chasing me. Only orbit. Only confidence with a pulse under it. Only a deep bass confession nobody hears because the music covers it in silk. And the vinyl keeps going, side after side, turning solitude into decor, turning desire into furniture, turning the late hour into a smoke-lined kingdom where I sit alone and somehow glow more.
Gold in my glass, black in my soul. Whole room rich, still nobody home. Smoke Smoke on a halo, wax on the throne. I wear this lonely like it's custom gold. Now the dream gets thicker, lamp blood, speaker cloth breathing, record sleeve art sliding in and out of meaning. I lean back and let the haze do the architecture. Let it build soft rooms around the body. Let it hide the ache under style. This is that confidence temptation mix. Danger with manners, wanting with diamonds on it. That smooth little poison that never raises its voice. I could touch the moment, maybe, but the finer move is letting it hover. Letting the almost become richer than the taking. Letting the smoke ring finish the sentence the body started. So I stay in a sweet spot, between the needle drop and the bad idea, between the amber glow and the dark behind it, between owning the room and feeling the emptiness bloom under my chain. Luxury loneliness, that's the true record spinning. Not heartbreak, not sorrow, something cleaner. A private ache with great taste. A king-size hush that sits beside me while the bass line keeps my shoulders loose and my eyes half lit. And every little temptation in the room keeps passing by like a test. I enjoy failing in my head. No rescue coming, no daylight plan. Just cellar glow, just smoke in command. Just one more side, just one more pour. Just me in the low end, wanting a little more.
Gold in my glass, black in my soul. Whole room rich, still nobody home. Smoke on a halo, wax on the throne. I wear this lonely like it's custom gold. Last record dream, last smoke ring widening. The room almost gone to shadow. The temptation still walking soft somewhere beyond the lamp. And when the stairwell dark swallows the final flicker, the bass still breathing. The bass still breathing. The bass still breathing.
Come right back with me, just for a second. Back where the boulevard still wet, back where the palms kept leaning, back where the smoke knew our names. I remember it in loops. Huh. Rain. I remembered it in loops. Rain gloss, red signs, your perfume on the swell. Chrome lip catching color from the curbside diners. Sub rolling under me like a second slow heart. Everything after, everything shining, everything warm where it should've gone cold. The low rider floated through puddle like silk. Black paint swallowing the city, giving it back in ribbons. I had one hand loose on the wheel, one thought stuck on your shoulder. One breath full of sweet burn and wet asphalt. That was the heat. Not loud, not wild, just steady, dressed well, lit enough to hurt. That was the loneliness too. Riding shotgun in clean black shoes, looking good in the dash light, saying nothing, staying close. And every little splash from the tires sounded like memory, practicing my weakness. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain, I still come back to that. Palm shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say it's shit till the dark turn graceful. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain,
still come back to that. Loop again. Gold signal on the hood. Blue numbers on the dash. Purple bleeding from a liquor sign of the runoff. The whole boulevard moved like a slow confession. Not from the mouth, from the metal. From the steam rising off the road. From the little silence between each bass hit. I still feel the seatbelt warm on my chest. Still feel that afterglow drag under my ribs. Still hear your laugh cut short by the weather and disappear into the haze like a secret too expensive to keep in the palms. The palms kept bending over the lane like they knew devotion. Wore smoke that night like they knew some nights don't end. They just soften, they just sink deeper into the leather. They just stay there, half perfume, half thunder. Half body, half ghost. Making a man drive slower than he means to. Neon fog on the lane. I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain. I still come back to that. Palm shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say your shape till the dark turn gray. Neon fog on the lane. I gave my night to that. Morning showed up, but it couldn't clean a picture. Couldn't wipe the wet black shine from my mind. Couldn't take the red off the chrome. Couldn't empty the cabin. That hour still lives in details. A ring of water in a cup holder. My jacket carrying your scent in the collar. Wiper marks faded from the windshield. The little hum in the trunk when the block got quiet. I swear the boulevard kept us longer on purpose. Gave us one more light, one more bend, one more rolling second inside the glossy dark. Heat kept leaning over me. Loneliness kept sitting pretty beside it. In the smoke. The smoke made both of them look holy. That is why I still drift there. Not to fix it, not to own it, just to let the memory roll low again. Through after rain neon, through sleeping palms, through the exact kind of dark that makes a man feel heard, that hit at the same time. Wet lane, low frame, soft tie hem, red gloss, blue fog, you all through it. One more pass. One more slow street, one more baseline, under what couldn't keep.
Neon fog on the lane. I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain. I still come back to that. Palm shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say your shape till the dark turn graceful.
The road went longer, the signs went thin. The engine kept talking in that smooth, dark language. And even after the block turned clear, Smoke kept speaking. Kept saying you out line. Kept saying that night. Kept saying it low.
Camera started to roll the door half raised to the night. Then drift across the lift arm, sleeping in blue-white light. Across the socket trays, the oil black floor, the polished fender holding red strips from the sign outside. Then land on my hand with the smoke, my chain and the chrome, and the whole bay looking richer than it ever should this late.
I stay in that service lane like a king with dirty knuckles and a clean silhouette. Letting the coupe idle low while the sub turns to concrete tender, and every reflection throws my hunger back at me with better lighting. Chrome on the wheel lip, chrome on the ratchet chest, chrome on the grill teeth. All of it catching fragments of me and her in the hour until obsession starts to feel mechanical, precise. Almost holy in the way it repeats. I know luxury when I see it, not only in leather and lacquer and custom stitch, but in the patience of the room and the fact that nothing here rushes. Not the fan overhead, not the thin smoke under a fluorescence, not the warm gloss on the quarter panel where my fingertips keep circling the same place. This is the kind of after hours beauty that makes a man quieter, cause every hard edge in the shop is turned soft enough to tempt them, and every polished surface has learned how to keep a secret.
Under pressure.
Low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame. Stay in this shine till it learns my name.
I walk the length of the bay, and the camera in my head never cuts. It just keeps sliding over the hood vents, the hanging cords, the toolbox badges, the open rag on the workbench. And each object glows like it got promoted by design. There is a sweetness to obsession when it dresses well, when it wears machine light and warm smoke instead of chaos, when it leans against a polished door and makes even restraint look custom built. My reflection keeps finding me in the side trim, longer, darker, smoother than I feel. And every time I catch it, I think about how deep the want goes, how it hides under my calm like bass under the body of the car, how it moves the whole frame without ever showing its hands. I do not need crowds, I do not need noise, I do not need daylight honesty. Give me a midnight shot, a flawless paint job, a scent in the air that should have faded an hour ago. And I will build a religion out of chrome and low frequency.
Chrome on the 8, low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame. Stay in this shine till it learns my name.
By the last stretch of the night, the whole garage feels tailored around my post. The park coupe shining like a dark promise. The lift shadows lying long across the floor. The smoke hanging in pale ribbons above the windshield, as if it understands exactly how to finish the scene. Luxury turns dangerous here, not in a loud way, but in that controlled way, that silk glove way, that way where the room keeps whispering that I can leave whenever I want, while every detail works against my will with perfect manners. I keep touching the cold metal just to feel something answer. Keep tracing the line from the headlamp bezel to the hood edge to the roof line, like I am reading braille written by fixation, like the whole vehicle has memorized the shape of what I cannot let go. And the more I stand in that hush, the more I understand that obsession does not always arrive like fire. Sometimes it arrives polished, seductive and composed, smelling faintly of smoke and warm rubber, looking me straight in the face from 100 chrome angles until I call it devotion and stop pretending otherwise.
So still sleeping, engine heat fading, blue eye glow, and my pulse not behaving. One more pass by the door, one more drag in the dark, one more polished little lie while the low end leaves its mark. Velvet on the pressure, chrome on the 8, low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame. Stay in the shine till it learns my name.
I flick the ash, kill the overheads one bank at a time. Watch the shop turn from silver to blue to almost black. Slide into the seat, let the key turn soft, and roll out under the half-raised door with the base tucked low and my mouth still closed, leaving nothing behind but warm air, a little smoke, and a shine.
Your perfume hit first on the linen drape. Salt under it, warm smoke after. Hey, it's me, calling from the cabana.
The tide is breathing low past the post. The landing got gold on the table leg. The bass is soft under the floorboards, and I got your name in my mouth again. Listen, I ain't loud tonight. I got silk on my voice, fog on my sleeve. One glass half warm by the ash bowl. One chair still turned where you left it. Everything here got manners, even the hunger. I keep looking at the curtains of mist, at the sea going black blue, at the smoke taking slow little crowns. And every little thing say call you back, so I do. Real love,
real late. From this wrapped up room by the shore where the air feels expensive and my patience don't.
Come where the fog don't hurry. Come where the light stays small. I don't need force to move you. I just need this hour at all. Soft pull, slow pull, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever. I just say come through.
Yeah, the cabana's still warm, the woven shade still swaying, the cedar still holding the night. I can smell your trace and the cushion seem sweet, calm, dangerous, like you knew exactly how close to leave the room. I got elegance in the posture, hunger in the chest, deep bass under both, and a long dark ocean doing back up under my breath. No crowd here, no bright city, just one little private weather, one lamp, one cold, one shoreline, making my voice sound better. Truth, I keep replaying your hand by the rail, your shoulder in the fog, the way silence looked richer when you were wearing it. This ain't chaos, it's that quiet command, the kind that leans and gets obeyed. Yeah.
Come where the fog don't hurry. Come where the light stays small. I don't need force to move you. I just need this hour at all. Soft pull, slow pull, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever. I just say come through.
This catches you half awake. Good, that's the right speed. This whole night is whisper built, all drip, all pressure, all clean temptation. The sea got silver on it now, the smoke got lazy, the chair across from me still angled your way, and I swear the room been waiting on one answer. Come back, not for drama, not for promises, for this exact trust, for this exact fog, for the low end moving like a hand at the small of your back, for the way power feels sweeter when it never raises its voice. I know what I want, I just dress it well, I let it speak soft, and let the dark do the rest. So here I am, still in the cabana, still in the gold low glow, still with your perfume and the weave, still with the tide writing the same line, my whole body reading it. One more hour, that's all. One more look, that's all. Fog at the doorway, smoke by the lamp, your ghost in the fabric, my pulse in the damp, warm throat.
Come where the fog don't hurry. Come where the light stays small. I don't need force to move you. I just need this hour at all. Soft pull, slow pull, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever. I just say come through.
If you call back, you know where I'll be. Same lantern, same tide, same smoke in the Drake, same whisper, looping. Hey, it's me, calling from the cabana. Smoke in the room first, gold on the stem next, cold breathing red, and I slide through the velvet hush. I ease through that lounge like a slow black coupe, not on wheels, on the mood, on the pull of the groove. Gold accents flicker on the edge of the glass. Hookah bowls glowing while the low notes pass. Soft lamp halos on the bottle display. Warm spice in the air where the late crowd sways. I keep my shoulders loose, let the room move through. Let the bass line tint every sight line blue. Heat in the fabric, heat in the seat. Heat in the way that the kick hits deep. Still there's a hollow riding under the shine. Like the hour got velvet but the ache stay mine. I drift by the booth where the leather turns gold, where the smoke writes curves that the mouth never told. And the whole place feels like it knows my pace, like it's dressing my loneliness in a richer taste.
Your body find the bass, the bass find me. Gold in the haze, where the slow hearts lean. Your body find the bass, the room go dream. I hold it by the low notes breathe.
I cruise past the mirrors in a shisha chrome. See a blurred out king in a bar with thrones. See bracelets flash by the ember light. See ash fall soft in the edge of the night. No rush in the room, just a syrupy glide. Just a warm dark current and a hidden tide. I take one pull, let the smoke sit thick. Feel the whole lounge blur at the gold trim lip. But all of my movement smooth on the turn. The kind of late heat that don't flash, it burns. And every little detail add fuel to the spell. Cold glow, cardamom, lacquered shell. I should feel full with the whole scene lit. But the deeper the groove, the more I sit with that private weight in the center chest. All dressed up clean, never fully at rest.
Your body find the bass, the bass find me. Gold in the haze, where the slow hearts lean. Your body find the bass, the room go dream. I hold that ache while the low notes breathe.
By the third slow, round the lounge gets thin. Fewer shadows drift in, more dark settle in. Gold turns softer on the carved rail, and the smoke hangs long like a silk black veil. I keep that cruise in my bloodstream still, that smooth inside motion with nowhere to fill. Every booth look rich, every flame look calm, but the night keeps circling the same old mind. I let the sub kiss flow through the floor and bone. Let the room wrap warm round a man alone. Not broken, nah, just touched by the hour, by the hush in the fabric, the dim lit power. There's a body to the base and a base to the skin, to the way the dark opens and lets me in. And for one more pass to the gold edge blue, I let the longing ride like a thing brand new. Cold glow, slow roll, warm smoke, soft soul. One more drift, one more lean. Gold dust, and the room go green, black, dream.
Your body find the bass find me. Gold in the haze, where the slow hearts lean. Your body find the bass, the room go drift. I hold that ache while the low notes breathe.
Then the ember sinks lower, then the haze turns thin, then the gold on the bottles starts giving in, and I fade with the room, with the pull, with the gleam, till the bass turn distant, and the whole night strange, into a slow dissolve in the smoke, in the den.
Deck lights already low. Wake already silver. Your heel already crossing T. And the harbor already wearing gold. Chrome rail, black water, slip glow, soft thunder. Bass in the hull, low roll, deep under. You by the aft in a silk, small turn. Wrist by the glass, red cold, slow burn. No words, just shoulders, eyes, half angle. Moon on a chain where the dark got tangled. One step, two steps, pause by the ladder. Wind in your hair, white smoke getting flatter. Marina all blurred in a jewel line drift. Yachts in a row like a rich night script. I keep that cool in the cut of my frame, but your body keep pulling the post from the same. That sway got distance, that glance got frost. That nearness sweet, but the center gone lost. Desire dressed clean in a black gold scheme. All touch in the light, all space in between.
Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that hollow stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely, and don't let go.
Bow lights blinking in a slow 3 count. Lean and reset when the sub sink down. Fingers on the stem, nails in the blue. A little half turn and the whole deck move. Ocean air warm with the smoke laid sweet. White leather bench, bare glow on the knees. Harbor sign sliding on the polished side. Your shadow cut long where the black tides glide. No dialogue, just body decisions. Hip to the table, then change of position. Chin to the moon, then chin to the sea. Letting the hour bend around the need. I hold that calm like a custom fit coat, but the bass keep talking through the ribs and throat. Every little gesture make the night look rich. Every little distance make the one turn sick.
Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that hollow stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely, and it don't let go.
Past the loud slips where the last crowd's thin. Stern light halos on your collarbone skin. One palm on the seat back, one on the line. Body saying almost, never all mine. At the trick right there in the after midnight. Heat in the surface, cold in the inside. Smoke in rings, then rings come apart. Same way the hush keeps splitting the heart. Yacht nose cutting through a satin black lane. City way off like a polished migraine. You by the edge with a half-littered stare. Me by the wheel with the want in the air. Everything lux in the smallest motion. Gold hardware flashing with the dark blue ocean. But the more that deck got smooth and slow, the more that lonely got a deeper glow.
Weight keep folding, lights keep swaying. Your hand on the rail, my pulse not behaving. Wind goes soft, night go thin. Same dark shine, same ache within. Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that hollow stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely, and it don't let go.
Then morning came quiet. Harbor gone pale. No bass in the hull. Just ropes at the rail. One gull in the distance. One ash in the tray. One last look at the deck. Then the water turned gray.
Wet lighted by the chains. Silver ice bucket sweating. Towel hat falling on blue tile. Pink fog on the rail. Pool water holding broken neon. Morning got in, but my head stayed upstairs.
Still on that roof where the city wore blur. Still by the pool where the soft lights bent and the fog moved warm like expensive breath. I remember the hush and the speakers first, that deep low pulse and the skin and thirst, and the water writing colored lines across your shoulder, across my mind. Everything felt rich without trying hard. Glass table glow, dark skyline far, smoke in the air with a sweet slow drag. Night folded loose like a silk black flag. Bliss sat close in the curve of the hour, late and glossy, full of power, but emptiness came dressed just as fine. Quiet in the ribs, neat in the shine.
Midnight plus, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight plus, don't let go. Fog moves slow with the low notes glow.
I keep replaying the smallest things. Water on chrome with a deck side trim. Your scent in the towel, heat in the seat. The way that bass made the silence breathe. No crowd left, just the sky and steam. One high place in a half-lit scene. Neon melting on the pool's black skin, making every second sink deeper in. I let the memory drift in loop. Back to the glass, back to the roof, back to the way that the warm fog curled and made one rooftop feel like a world. Pleasure looked clean in it after our frame. All smooth edges and no need for names, but there was a hollow behind the shine. Some elegant eight, I still call mine.
Midnight plus, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight plus, don't let go. Fog moves slow where the low notes glow.
Now daylight tries to flatten it out, but it can't touch what that roof was about. The luxury hush, the sleepless air, that polished mood still hanging there. I remember leaning by the waterline, watching the city dissolve in wine. Colored haze while the beat stayed low and the pool kept turning dark to gold. I remember thinking this is enough. One fine night, one velvet brush, one place so high it could almost hide the little cold space I keep inside. Maybe that's why it stayed this long. Not just the bliss, but the missing in it. The way one perfect scene can glow and still leave room for a man to feel distant.
Blue tile, warm smoke, low sound, then dawn.
One last look at the roofline sheen. One last pulse in the dream machine.
Midnight plus, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight plus, don't let go. Fog moves slow where the low notes glow.
Then the valet lane below woke up. Headlights slipped under the pink-white mist. I stood by the pool of lucid lounge. One engine eased out into the bay. The rooftop stayed blue for half a breath. Then the sound rolled off, and the memory kept floating.
Bass came up first through the trunk and the seat springs, through the paper cup ring on the console, through the chrome on the dash, through that parked out midnight with a diner sign, pour violet over everything. And I knew before the morning found me that I'll be replaying it. Now daylight got my room looking plain, but my head still circles that parking lot where the asphalt held the night like warm vinyl. When the old diner sign kept washing the cars in grape colored shine. I remember easing it slow, engine ticking low, smoke unwinding from my hand while the sub kept rolling gentle through the body of the coupe. Not loud enough to turn heads,
just deep enough to rearrange the ribs. Your silhouette stayed close to the passenger side, soft and unhurried. Framed by chrome bumper gleam and a sleepy red blink of the open sign. And something in that little scene felt richer than it had any business feeling. Coffee steam from a takeout lid, leather under my arm, a trace of perfume blending with fried salt air and warm exhaust. The whole place looked like a lost film with too much heart in it. I keep telling myself it was just a stop in the lot, just purple light on polished metal, just another late hour leaning too hard on memory. But the way it moved through me said otherwise.
Slow float in a purple glow. Heart so still, but the stereo said. Slow flow where the dark moon goes. And that one small hour still won't exhale.
The memory gets sweeter every time it comes back, which is the dangerous part, because I know it was never loud, never dramatic, just a tender little orbit built from low bass, diner light, smoke in the air, and the kind of quiet that makes a man think too clearly. I remember the silver trim catching bands of violet and pink, the white wall shine holding a sign like liquid candy. The night breeze lifting heat from the hood while some old soul tunes seep from inside the diner and got lost under my trunk line. You turn once and the whole parking lot seemed to tilt, not in a wild way, more like the world gave a little just to make room for the mood, just to let desire stay smooth and dressed instead of messy. That is what I miss now. Not some grand scene, but the elegance of it, the way long and felt clean there, the way melancholy looked expensive under fluorescent stars and purple tub, and even the empty spaces had flavor to them. The striped curve, the faded menu board, the hush between songs, the shadow under the awning where I thought I could hide from wanting more and learned I could not.
Slow float in a purple glow. Heart so still, but the stereo said. Slow flow where the dark moon goes. And that one small hour still won't exhale.
Morning keeps trying to bleach it out, but it cannot touch the way that light held him. The way the coupe idled like it knew not to interrupt. The way the sign buzzed overhead like a halo built for people too late to be honest in daylight. I see the details sharper now. A gold lighter by the shifter, your hand near the door, pull the soft purple wash over your cheek. My chain cold against my collarbone. The bass making tiny ripples in the coffee left in the holder. There was no need to drive anywhere. The motion was already happening inside the moment, inside the music, inside the way your nearness bent the whole hour into something slow and nearly sacred. That is why it hurts with style now. Why I can sit in daylight and still feel midnight breathing through the memory. Because some nights never really end. They just keep circling in cleaner clothes, asking the same question with better lighting. And I know if I ever find that light again, it will just be concrete and chrome and a diner past its prime. But in me it stays unreal, a purple cathedral for one tender ache I have not learned how to outgrow.
Old sign buzzing, fries and perfume, violet on the fender, low notes in bloom. One parked car, one borrowed sky, one little scene I still ride by. Slow float at a darker glow. Park so still, but the stereo said. Slow flow where the dark move goes. And that one small hour still won't exhale.
So here it is plain. It was never the diner, never the lot, never the song alone. It was you turning that whole tired midnight beautiful for a minute, and me not getting over it since.
Smoke got there first. In your outline, in the blue from the racks, and the room changed size. You by the doorway, cool in the haze, light from the meters, painting your frame. You move one step, then two, then slow, and the whole control room drop to a glow. You near the console, tan by the faders, perfume in the smoke, soft in the vapor. I keep it low, let the subs talk back, while the booth glass hold your ghost in black. You in that blue wash, silk on your shoulder, late night beauty made the room colder. Not cold like distance, cold like shine, like a dream gone rich, but not all mine. Tape lights blinking, cables on the floor, everything perfect, still I want more. You make that ache look clean, look dressed, like sadness in velvet laid over the chest.
Smoke by your throat, skin in the low light.
You make the room turn slow as a slow ride.
One close breath and the dark fold in.
Smoke on your skin,
Let the night begin.
you by the mic stand, chin in the blue, half lit, half lost, all pull, all true. Headphones hanging, gold by the cord, the little red record light cut like a sword. You touch the booth door, then leave it there, and the whole room lean toward the air. I keep